And with that, I've been given the ready that we are okay. So, Minneapolis and Internet, are you ready for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? Let's go.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi.
Okay, hi, yes.
I'm
Hello.
Corvimae.
I'm Etchy. I'm followed here with some wonderful commentators.
I'm T-Pat.
Hi, I'm Josh. We're the 4th Gen Gamer.
And today we're doing Omega Ruby versus Alpha Sapphire. It's going to be great.
It's going to be very good.
Yeah.
And you definitely won't die a whole lot,
We won't
right?
die.
That would never happen.
That would never happen in this game.
I have faith in you.
Especially not in a marathon run.
No. This is going to be very clean. Good, clean fun.
Good, clean race.
Good, clean race.
I'm very excited because Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire have a lot of differences. It'll be really interesting to talk about, and our commentators will start talking about that once we get the game going. But
it's a Pokemon game. We're going to play Pokemon, but really fast.
yeah.
It's true. I think this is also the first time that both of us are doing an in-person
Yes.
run, so no pressure, but whoever wins this, whoever loses this can never do it again.
Yeah.
Am I on?
We're ready for countdown.
All right. Yeah. Would you? Who are you
Somebody
counting us
count
down?
down.
Crowd, are you ready for countdown?
Let's just everybody do it.
Yeah, everyone do it.
All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! So welcome, everybody. This is Pokemon Omega Ruby versus Alpha Sapphire. This is the Gen 3 remake for the Nintendo 3DS. And listen, this is a great Pokemon game. In fact, the two of us here on commentary between Josh and I, this is like our favorite speedrun pretty much. And there's so much great speedrunning tech that goes into this. You know, a lot of calculations and, you know, the routing is all so meticulous. And I don't know if we're going to explain any of that because your main character is in that truck, in the back of that truck with no seatbelts, no air conditioning, no windows. We don't know what's going to happen, and I don't think our runners do either. But just kind of the first thing that's going to happen is we have to pick either the boy or the girl character, Brendan or May. And
Hi, I'm May.
And we're obviously going to pick May because May is amazing.
Amazing.
And definitely not for any other speedrunning related reasons like, you know, we wouldn't die to, say, Rival 2 if we picked the boy for some reason. No, that couldn't possibly happen. Just go with it. May's the better character.
No, Mom, it's a speedrunning trick, I swear.
Okay, they both got it, and of course they're going to nickname themselves either one character like Etchy did, or actually go with Midwest Speed
That is a
like
power
they did.
Oh.
Okay, so we got that out of the way.
Etchy's just so excited.
I know.
Yeah. And then the next thing that's going to happen, of course, is we have to pick our starter Pokemon. You have the choice between Grass, Fire, or Water, which is Trico, Torchic, or Mudkip. What do we think? Who do we think we're going to pick for this speed run of Omega Ruby? Shout them out. All right, we got the Torchic plush in the background, I see. We got lots of Mudkips.
I see a lot of Mudkips. I see a Munchlax back there.
Yeah,
I wish we could use Munchlax.
I'm going to pick
in this run.
Munchlax.
So unfortunately, we're definitely not going to use Trico because...
Pikachu.
I mean, in a different game, you can choose Pikachu. We can't use Trico because grass types just have 5 weaknesses, and it's just awful.
Trico is awful in this game. I did a race of this one time with another speedrunner that does this game, Etiquette, and we were stuck on the Fire-type gym leader for probably 30 minutes. It's really bad.
It's
It's
very
just
rough.
awful. It's as bad as it sounds.
Another Pokemon that has been routed out is Torchic, which is a little better, but obviously the first gym leader is a rock gym leader.
You need
so
to
like,
literally defeat every single trainer before Roxanne,
that's
the
awful.
first gym leader. It's not good.
So
Not a good time.
if we heard you like Mudkips,
Let's go
we're
Mudkip!
going to be picking Mudkip, which is by far the best starter in this game. But unlike all the previous generations of Pokemon, Gens 1 through 5, which has manipulations to give us ideal stats and ideal natures, we don't have that anymore. Starting in the 3DS era of Pokemon, there is no manipulations for your starter stats or nature. You just roll the dice. And we have an exactly 42% chance to get what we consider a runnable Mudkip, so we need some blesses up just for the first hurdle of the game.
It really is. You get what you get, and you don't get upset. And in this case, we just have a backup
Yeah, we got
Mudkip
backups.
if we don't get a good Mudkip. And
It's our secret marathon safe manipulation.
yes.
And what's the percentage again of getting a runnable Mudkip?
42%. Because most every stat matters. Your
all but
your
one.
attack, your special attack, your defense, and your speed matter. Only special defense and HP don't matter. So we need pretty much good combinations of all of that, and our nature included, to hit the correct dice roll.
I'm really excited to not get a runnable kip, so the time I lost to name my trainers for nothing.
But yeah, just getting the setup. You know, we're meeting our friend. This is Brendan.
You know, while we're doing a cutscene, I think Josh can explain how mashing in this game works.
Yeah, so text box mashing in this game is very painful if you do it optimally. So both the A and B button do count as inputs to mash through a text box, and also you can also set in your options, which I believe both of them did, you could set L to be equal to A. So essentially what we need to do is hold down A or B or L, because holding down a button will scroll through a text box, while mashing the other button and also mashing the touch screen, because that also counts as an input.
The worst is, and this happens even in Sword and Shield, is that you can set your text speed to fast, but if you hold a button down, it goes faster, and we're speedrunners, so we have to go faster.
That's a thing they introduced in this gen.
So hold A, mash B, hold B, mash A, and mash that touch screen.
All right, so we're going to pick our starter here, Mudkip for Etchy, and May will be there in just a sec. And we won't know if this is runnable or not for the next 3 minutes.
Yay!
You aren't checking at level 5?
Yeah, it doesn't matter at level 5.
You know what?
We don't know
You're right.
we don't know enough about this Mudkip at level 5 to know if it's runnable. We have to wait till we level up to level 6.
I guess for a marathon that makes sense.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we're not going to waste our time
Oh.
doing resets, because you can just watch their Twitch channels for that. Please follow Etchy and Corvimae on their Twitch channels. They are fantastic people. So if you want to see them do resets all the time,
Yay!
there's a place for it. And you know, sometimes.
And if you want to see us actually finish a run, stick around.
Yay!
So
Oh,
once in a
we're
while-
gonna need,
yeah.
we are going to
Yeah.
need Mudkip nicknames basically right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm ready with them when
Me
it's time to
top
put them
two.
in. All right, so I'm going to do one last refresh in case we get a snipe here. All right, so my first winning name is Heard You Like Mudkip.
Heard you like
you do that
Mudkip.
one.
Okay, okay.
What's second?
How do you spell this?
All right, so it's capital HRD, capital U, capital L, IEK, capital MDKP.
Yeah, very good.
You want to count
Why?
down from this screen?
It's
okay.
and it's IE,
IEK.
and then capital M
Yep.
DKP.
Rolls off
Perfect.
the tongue.
And then yours, Corvimae, will be Chalkrit. CHO.
Uh-oh. Wait, how do you delete?
Don't press the other one.
Okay, uh-oh. CHO,
CK.
CK,
RIT.
RIT.
All right.
Okay, we're good.
Right.
Heard you like Mudkip and Chalkrit.
I can't hear myself or the game anymore. I don't know if that was intentional.
Yeah, I can't hear my own either.
Sorry to...
That's what we have the beautiful tech people behind the scenes for. Shout out to them. They are doing a great
Yeah.
job.
Keeping the show
at
running.
getting,
Thank you.
at getting all of us hooked up.
So this wormhole is a forced encounter. You always run into it no matter what. It's actually not a valid encounter for this route. You can't see a level 3 wormhole other than
It
this
is
forced one.
unique to that static encounter. And it's also shiny locked, so don't worry about, oh my god, my first wormhole I ever saw in the game was shiny. I don't have Pokeballs yet.
Shiny Wurmple's
That one's
fantastic,
shiny locked.
though.
Yeah.
Purple Wurmple,
Oh,
fantastic.
funny story about that. So this was the very first speed game I ever did, and my very first practice run of this game on my stream, my first catchable encounter was a shiny Wurmple. Literally first encounter of this game was a shiny Wurmple, so I caught it.
What a great shiny to get.
That
Yeah.
run didn't even make it to Roxanne
And then
because I
you-
had to fight the double
And
fight.
then
'cause I
that
had
was
2
proof
Pokemon
that
on my
your runs
board.
were going to be blessed forever.
Oh, T-Pat.
So we don't have
Oh,
repels
T-Pat.
yet, so every time we get a wild encounter, it's basically time loss. We lose like 15 seconds or so. May was lucky enough to not get
Skilled.
an extra.
Skilled enough.
Yeah, skilled enough. So we get to fight our rival for the first time ever. He has Trico, which is the super effective Pokemon, but he doesn't have any grass moves yet, so it's not dangerous. So outside of this Trico, we will only see, for the first half of the game, only one more grass type through the first hour and a half of a run, which is so important, and one of the big reasons why we also choose Mudkip, because Marshtomp in particular hates grass types.
Mudkip is the only starter that is 4 times weak to another starter. Well,
that's a good fact. I like that. That is a Corvimae fact.
A worthy sacrifice. By the time that we get to the electric gym, it's just easy. It's the easiest part of the game for us.
By the way, I noticed that May was taking 4 damage, so I think she might be minus defense.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled about it.
I'm also taking 4 damage.
I'm not running this.
Yeah, that one was not great. So May did not get the runnable Mudkip because she only had 13 attack. And we need 14.
It's technically runnable.
Etchy is also not runnable. You are way bad defense.
They both lost the 42% roll. The life of an ORAS speedrunner.
So the time I spent naming my character was for nothing.
And we're going to have to rename the Mudkip when we get to Rustboro.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
It's Slateport.
Oh, Slateport.
Yeah, Slateport. Yeah. So yeah, don't worry if you donated
we beat Brendan.
for the.
Everyone clap.
Yeah, we did beat Brendan.
So yeah, this is the backup Kip. I don't remember its stats off the top of my head.
Yeah, so we are going to rename the Mudkip when we get to the name raider, which is in like the 2nd or 3rd town over. So we'll still see.
It'll be about 40 minutes into the run, give or take. I want to say.
Well, it depends on how many times you die to the true boss of this
game. I will
never
die. I'm invincible. My Kip.
So we secretly marathon manipped a better Mudkip for both of our runners.
It's so unfortunate that they both didn't get a Mudkip, but so true to ORAS.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is the ORAS experience.
Yeah, literally.
I've had a lot of streams where I just kind of reset for Mudkips for an hour and then go do something else with my life.
So one of the awesome
parts...
But
you should run this game, it's good.
Yeah, one of the awesome parts about this game is that if you're a fan of Pokemon runs that switch mains mid-run, this is the game for you. We're actually going to use 3 different Pokemon, and our runners are going to use different Pokemon because they're running the different games as well. So this isn't just pick the starter and bulldoze the game from Rival 1 to Champion.
We do bulldoze a lot of the game.
We do bulldoze a bit of the game, but not all of the game. So it's going to be great to not only have Mudkip and Marshtomp for basically the first half of the game. We're going to use some legendaries a little bit later on. But at any point in this run is going to be quite dangerous, as we're going to find out early. You might think the champion is going to be like the hardest fight of the game.
Nah.
You know, that's the one we're going to have to save for. No, like one of the very first trainer battles is going to be a point where both of these guys can die.
And they better save for it.
15 minutes into the run.
I'm really good at forgetting to save for that. I was gonna say
and it's not because the Mudkip's bad. It's just that our early trainers, they're basically on our level, right?
This is actually a worse fight in the original games.
Yeah, because in the original games, it's like a...
Because Tackle can miss.
Yeah, Tackle's good in this game. It's not great, but it's better.
It's better. It's less bad, is how I would put it.
It's 100% accuracy and not a Gen 1 100% accuracy. Isn't that right, Shen?
So
just more
this is the first point in which I'm going to actually get stats for this Mudkip. And behind the scenes, I'm going to be putting into a program that helps me figure out what my stats are. I've run this Mudkip multiple times in different marathons since it's my backup kip, 563302. 563. I think it was 02, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So you'd think I would know it, but my memory doesn't work, so I don't.
Yeah, and both our runners are going to be keeping track of these stats because they are not manipulated like early games. These Mudkips are basically brand new to them. They've never seen them before, so their stats can be varied. I mean, May's kind of cheating, but didn't definitely look at the backup kit beforehand.
Well, no, I just have one backup kit, and I've run this game in marathons before.
All right.
I'm not going to get more backup kits.
I am using a backup kit directly from T-Pad over here. It does have it's pretty solid. It's like good enough, but the speed is problematic.
Yeah, you'll run into some speed issues.
Yeah, and one of the big ones we'll talk about later.
Fun little behind-the-scenes fact, on our drive up, I tried setting up a backup save for Etchy using the copy of Omega Ruby that I bought recently. And it turns out that it is suffering from the problem that a lot of Omega Ruby carts are having, where they just don't work anymore. They reached a point where sometimes they break.
Is that like when your copy of Gold, like the internal battery runs out, and you're like, I don't have the same, and it's like really sad.
So I started up, it shows a crash dump, and then 3DS resets.
Oh no!
It's quite bad.
Oh no!
It was a good use of $30.
Oh, that's very sad. But yeah, they're going to be keeping track of their stats, and what's really nice is basically every trainer battle that we have for the first 20 minutes of the game, or even more, we'll get like a level up every single battle. So they'll be writing down or keeping track through a program how the stats are progressing, because obviously if you played a Pokemon game before, some of us get very particular over like catching the right nature. Well, here, since we're going fast, the nature matters, but like the IVs, that value from 0 to 31 that determines the growth of our stats, they're going to be keeping track. And obviously the routes that we've listed out have scenarios for, oh, if you have very good attack, you can do this setup, or if you have not so good attack, you might have to do a different setup. Same when it comes to speed and special attack. So everything is listed out, but that's the reason why we have to use runnable and unrunnable mudkips to begin with, because we can't take terrible attack. We want very good attack.
Can anyone teach me how to catch Pokemon? Is there a way that I can learn this?
Well, Wally is here, and he actually got a 5% encounter waltz.
He's so lucky.
Waltz.
Waltz.
And that's something that's really cool about this run, is that no two runs are the same, besides, made using another the same backup. But besides that,
all right, listen. You all get me a backup then.
No two runs are the same, and you may have a really good mudkip that can go for some more risky strats than, say, an average mudkip, and that can help you out. If you are on a run that's not doing so well, then you can go for really risky strats if you have really good attack or really good speed or defense, whatever the case may be.
I just want to point out that during this catch tutorial, in other games, some people will use the catch tutorial as their bathroom break. You have to mash through this catch tutorial. Yes, you still have to hold down your L or B or A button to make the text go faster. The first time I figured that out, I was just like, oh, I can't just like relax for these 2 minutes because you'll lose time unless you're mashing. So there's very little rest, especially for the fingers in this run.
Right.
Like that's probably the worst part about this.
Very
is
painful
just the 3DS
on
mashing.
your hands if you're doing it optimally.
And we are trying to be optimal, unfortunately.
But yeah, we quick said hi to our father, Norman. We'll see him a little bit later, and we might curse at him a little bit later, but we'll hit that point when we get there. Instead, May is getting closer, aside from the encounter. Oh, Etchy took the lead with no encounter.
Wow.
So now Etchy is getting closer to our first very dangerous trainer battle in the game.
This fight is awful.
And it's,
There we go.
and we got the audio back.
No, I was looking at audio.
Yeah, big thank you to our
Just in time for the first worst fight of the game.
I wasn't paying attention to that Wingle because I was doing audio stuff. And then I got another encounter because I'm really good at this game.
So one of the differences in this game is that in Omega Ruby, Etchy will be fighting Team Magma, and May and Alpha Sapphire will be fighting Team Aqua. In this fight in particular, they are the same, but in pretty much all the other fights, they're going to be different, and we'll be explaining the differences of this game. But the fight here, the Zigzagoon is actually a higher level than us and has a really good move called Sand Attack.
It's awful. It's so bad.
It's really terrible.
Sand Attack thrown
really
in your
bad.
eyes will cause you to miss moves. And that is the only way we can lose this battle, is if we get sand thrown in our eyes and then we miss moves. Like
and it's happening to Etchy already. The pocket sand is being thrown.
Okay.
And it's usually a 4-shot too, so this isn't like a 2-shot, you just have to hit 2. No, you have to hit 4.
And the power play by
he got
Etchy
through.
using Water Gun predicting the torrent hit. So our Mudkip does have torrent, which means if we get hit below 33%, or rather 33% or lower, you will get a boost on Water Gun. So he read that tackle and got
to get the 3-shot instead
Yes,
of
got
4.
the 3-shot. Thank God.
That's one of those cool scenarios that we have kind of written in. You have to, plus since he was very slow, he actually got hit and then hit the torrent hit. But that is basically why you saw both our runners save before this fight, because they can easily lose it. But they both got it through, so let's round of applause.
I couldn't do the torrent thing because I outspeed 775413.
Hey, we have a spinner here. What's a spinner?
Ooh. So a spinner is a NPC trainer who can look in multiple directions, but they do it kind of at random. So they might look up, left, right, up, down, left, right. and their cycles or speeds that they spin are kind of set, but in this game they're pretty slow, so if you take them safe, if you wait for them to look away, you can just run past them pretty safely. In other gens where obviously they're not 3D models, they just look sprites up and down and can turn. Wow, mate, you got another encounter.
I feel guilty for how good my encounter.
There are different setups for the older games. I think I've heard Etchy explain Gen 4 spinner mechanics like 1,000 times now, and I'm still not skilled enough.
They're very complicated and involved.
So here, just watch Etchy's screen for a second. May!
Oh, no.
Obviously a sticking point is, yeah, we can't really do anything about the encounters yet. We're close, but not yet.
Can we encounter a donation?
Please.
Well, we'll start with an anonymous $50 donation with a comment that just says, C1.
Oh, thank you,
Thank
Thar.
you. Thank you, Thar.
Or someone just saying C1.
It could be
Or
someone just saying
someone
C1. Oh my god, I'm free.
I've also got a $50 donation from Carmelian that says, hey, Corvimae, super excited to see you at an IRL event. Best of luck, and may the Mudkip IVs be ever in your favor. Well, a little late for that. And hopefully naming them after the most powerful man in history will help.
That's from one of my really good IRL friends. Thank you to him.
Well, we're all your IRL friends now.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I also have another anonymous $15 donation with no comment, and one final one for $20 anonymous that says, hey, Josh and T-Pat, how much for a 45 Megastones race?
Oh, dear.
Oh, God. Oh, boy. I mean, our schedules are pretty busy, and, yeah. I can't say no, but I can't say yes.
Oh my God.
I can. No.
Okay.
I'll just say no.
Okay, thank you.
I don't think anyone will blame you for saying no to that one.
No.
By the way, Josh here is the world record holder in 45 Megastones.
Very prestigious. So prestigious.
But I'm only the record holder in 44 Megastones, so...
I'm the world record holder in Sword and Shield.
No, there's 47 in a meteorite that Rayquaza
cool stuff here.
eats. So we are in our first gym of the game. This is Roxanne's gym, the Rock Gym, as you might expect. Obviously, as a Mudkip, we are super effective, so this is great. We actually take advantage of one of the trainers in this gym that has a Geodude. We fight them, even though we don't technically have to, but we get another extra level before we get to Roxanne. Roxanne herself, her AI and her attack pattern is predictable, and she gives us some room, so it gives us a little leeway here.
It's predictable and it's nonsense at the same time.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really make sense. Like, if this was like an actual person, we would die here a lot more often.
Yeah, so you're going to see that we've got the Schnoz Nose Pass as the ace for Roxanne. Nose Pass does know Rock Tomb as its strongest move, which is also a move that lowers your speed, but it will only use it if you're faster than it. And then once you are slower, it'll just go for regular tackle, which is way less damage.
Can you do me a favor and get crit?
Don't worry, Hideki's going to happen soon. And then who knows who's going to be ahead of that.
And usually we have to use a potion on this battle, but we just will water gun.
Dang it.
We will water gun until we win. Yeah, getting crit is very dangerous in this fight.
Getting crit really is the only way that you can die, and it happens more than it should.
Yeah,
and it's not a situation where we're trying to be at low HP to take advantage for Torrent. No, we just don't want to get crits.
I hate this game.
And then we get crit. Yeah.
Nobody say the word.
May, you are having a time right now.
I'm always having a time.
Wow.
Do you want to explain critical hits?
Yeah, so a critical hit will do more damage. In this generation, it does 1.5 times as much damage, so 50% more. That is actually debuffed from earlier gens where it was actually just a straight twice as much, so now just 1.5 times as much.
The 3DS games were the first games to do that and make it less harsh.
It will also ignore any defensive buffs that you have applied. It will basically hit through that. In this case, so for example, like if you use Defense Curl to increase your defense, a critical hit would first ignore that and then apply the 50% damage boost. In these early battles, that doesn't matter because we don't have any defensive boosts, but it might matter on a certain gym leader later on. Claps
May
for
makes
the
it
first,
through!
because yes, you absolutely can die on that fight as well. And then on Etchy's side, we're actually fighting one more optional trainer. He's a spinner that we can dodge, but
you didn't get a single encounter that whole room. I'm done for.
So we'll fight one more optional that has more Geodudes. We can one-shot them easily. So we just take advantage of getting just a little bit, a skosh more of EXP. And the EXP routing through this game is fantastic. We hit very important levels at the moment we want to hit them. In fact, one of the most interesting things for those that aren't in the speedrunning savvy is that, you know, if you do competitive, all your Pokemon are level 100, maxed out EVs, such and such. Did you know that as a Pokemon is leveling up, it will get a damage boost every time its level ends in 3, 5, 8, or 0. So 13, 15, 18, 20, hitting those level thresholds gives us an extra oomph of power and damage that we can do, and we'll take advantage of that. We'll hit level 25 at an important point and 28 at an important point where we need that extra damage done, and fighting those couple extra Geodude actually does help us reach those levels. It's awesome. It's very smooth in EXP, the amount of EXP we get. But all the fights are dangerous.
Yes. Congratulations to Etchy, who has now finished all of his possible wild encounters with ease.
No.
There's 3 tiles left.
There are 3 tiles left, and I've hit wild encounters on there a lot.
Actually, Josh, you want to explain TMs, because Etchy is teaching 2 TMs right now, which are going to be very important.
Yes, so there are a few new routes that you can take that don't involve Rock Tomb, which we just taught, but it's very risky. But yes, we are going to be teaching Rock Tomb, which is a very nice coverage move to have, and it can miss 95% accurate, and that's rough. But it also does drop speed, which can be helpful in some situations. In this case, it'll actually be helpful because Etchy's backup Mudkip has really bad speed. And we are also going to be using Echoed Voice, which is one of the most broken moves in this game, honestly.
It's a huge difference maker, because Echoed Voice did not exist in Gen 3. Oh, by the way, another sand attack fight here.
This is really bad. I flinched the first turn and then missed the second turn. Yeah.
So the second Rocket Grunt took out Etchy. This is actually to make up for all the extra encounters that you got. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was rough.
We're like almost even now. That's good. It worked out.
So yeah, if you do see us save, which thankfully isn't a Gen 4 save, it is very much for safety, because so many fights in the early game can pretty much kill us.
And usually in a lot of Pokemon games and speedruns, what you can do is like get revives early and just like revive for safety when you need to. We don't have any new Pokemon for another hour from now.
Yeah,
which means even if I get revives, it doesn't matter. So I have to save a lot until then, and then finally I can.
So we were mentioning Echoed Voice, which doesn't come into play in this match, but Echoed Voice didn't exist. It didn't exist in Gen 3, but it does in Gen 6, and this is going to be so important. Echoed Voice is a move that increases in damage every time you use it consecutively. Think of like rollouts, but this time instead of starting at base 20 power, Echoed Voice is base 40 power, so it'll be 40, 80, 120, 160, 200. We are going to very much take advantage of doing all that damage. By the way, we have a very close race right now.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, throw me Pico. We need the Pico plushie.
Yes, please.
Pico. My favorite Pokemon in this game is, of course, Pico, the Wingull.
I love Wingull. I'm not a Pelipper fan, but I love Wingull.
I love Wingull. So Echoed Voice is going to be our main move for the next, 20 minutes, and is going to be how we beat the very next gym, which is Brawly's Gym, which is going to have and I'm not kidding, hardest fight in this whole game. I'm not kidding.
Close.
This is the hardest fight in the whole game.
Not even close.
It's awful.
It's so bad.
And that fight could just be the huge decider about the race, like pretty soon here.
Like I said, not champion.
I mean,
not
there's
rival.
a lot of fights.
There's a lot of
games.
I'm just saying, like, one of us could get a big lead.
I'll get embargoed this race. Don't worry.
Not our evil team leaders. Not even the gym leaders. No, it's this random guy in Brawly's Gym is the hardest fight in the whole game.
Before this, we got DM'd by the Japanese restream commentators, and shout outs to them. They were super, super nice, and they wanted to try the run before they commentated it, and we got a reply that was like, "We kept dying on the black belt." Is that supposed to happen?
Yes.
And we were like, yeah.
Yes. Welcome to the true ORAS experience. Who wants to explain who Uncle Hideki is?
I can explain. So even if you have the best Mudkip in the world, that can make the fight a little better, but it's still really, really awful. This trainer has a single Pokemon. It is a Machop, and it has 2 moves that are devastating. It has Focus Energy, which makes all of its moves that it may use to attack. It's 50%, I believe.
Yeah,
50,
it'll make
50%
its
chance
moves to 50%
to
critical.
critical hit, which is awful. And then its attacking move that it has is Low Sweep, which is a 65 base fighting type move. So that hits super duper hard, and it lowers your speed. So
if it uses it once, that Machop is now faster than you and won't be able to use it again.
Oh, yeah, but you buy stuff. Okay, I thought you didn't do that in MWSF.
So this Machop, and it's also a trained Machop. We mentioned, having different IVs for our own Pokemon. All of the NPCs have set IVs, and most of them, honestly, are pretty bad, except for this guy. Like, his Machop is like, if you had this Machop on your team, you'd be like, oh, this is a great Machop. This is pretty good. I would use that. Well, he uses that. And yeah, any Mudkip can die. Hideki can just choose to use Low Sweep 3 times and you're dead, and there's literally nothing you can do about it. He could use Focus Energy and then Low Sweep crit you, and you're also dead, and there's nothing you can do about it. And if your Mudkip has bad special attack, it usually takes 3 hits to KO this Machop. If you have bad special attack, you might not be able to KO it in 3 turns, giving him yet another turn to use Low Sweep on you and kill you. So how can you beat this battle?
Wow, we're synced up, huh?
The only reason, yeah, this is great. The only way to beat this battle is if he uses his 3rd move, which is Foresight. It's a move that allows normal type moves to hit ghosts, or a fighting type move to hit ghosts. Well, you're not a ghost type, so that's totally useless. He can still use it on you. He basically will give you a free turn, and we want him to give us a free turn, because if he doesn't,
it's much harder.
We are very likely to die.
And May mentioned that I normally don't do shopping here. The reason I shopped here is so I don't always lose to Hideki if I get unlucky.
Yeah, so
fair, yeah.
If you shop early, you can have access to Super Potions, which gives us an out in case he does use Low Sweep twice and then we're not dead, because he can kill you in 2 turns, but usually not. It'll give us an extra out here. But Omega Ruby usually doesn't get Super Potions, so we are literally like 50% chance to win or die to Hideki. It's literally a coin flip. But actually, every fight in this gym is dangerous, so everybody is going to be saving.
These Metatypes do have the ability to confuse you. They have the move Confusion, and you can get yourself really mentally prepared for Hideki, but Metatype will just come out of nowhere, use Confusion, and then you're confused, and then you kind of just have to fight through it. It's rough. We don't have items to heal that right now, so you can't even play it safe.
We also both
the worst is when
you...
The worst is...
got crit.
The worst is when you beat Hideki and you're like, yes, I'm through the hardest fight in the game, and then the very next trainer kills you. It's such a feels bad moment.
It happens.
It happens.
Even
Brawly,
Brawly can end your run. It's definitely brutal.
That Metatype was a jerk.
I believe in the Gen 3 games, this is the gym that's actually held off on.
It is, yeah.
Like, I think Brawly's the 5th gym leader, but here we have access to Echoed Voice, and I actually don't think you can progress through the game without fighting Brawly first anyway, so thank goodness for Echoed Voice. And now we're on Hideki.
All right.
We need some
best
hype
of
from
luck
the crowd.
Let's get hyped. Hideki's coming at us.
Okay, less than 5 tries. Let's do
So this is Black Belt Hideki. We actually call him Uncle Hideki because our family is usually the hardest fights in the run. So he's like our uncle. So we
Low Sweep, turn 1. The crit without Focus Energy, was that?
Yeah, that was a natural crit.
Wow.
On Etchy's side. May is actually looking good here.
With the God Hideki fight.
May takes the lead.
I've actually had good Hidekis lately.
So you got Foresight.
All right,
Focus
Etchy
Energy.
needs to win a coin flip here. And he gets the KO!
That's not what I wanted to do. I did not mean to step on that.
Wow.
First try, both of them.
That is incredible.
I mean, it was a little sketchy on Etchy's side.
It was.
It deserves some applause.
Hey, you did it too! Heck yeah! I'm not used to the save movement, so I goofed it.
And while we were explaining about Hideki, which now it's over, that's literally the hardest fight of the whole run. There's no strategy to it. It's just get lucky. While we were explaining
Better be lucky than to be good.
both the runners picked up an item called Silk Scarf. It's an item that increases our normal type attack by 20%. We're using Echoed Voice, which is also a normal type move. We're getting that extra boost. We want that except for Brawly himself because Brawly's a cheater. Brawly's a cheater because Brawly knows if we're holding an item or not. And if we're holding an item, he's going to use a move called Knock Off, which is actually his most powerful move. So we want to de-incentivize him from doing that. So we'll actually, you're going to see May actually unequip the Silk Scarf here because we just don't want to get hit with Knock Off.
And going back to Mudkips all being different from one another, you can actually still keep the Silk Scarf if you have an amazing special attack Mudkip.
It's got to be high.
It's very high. Plus,
actually, Etchy's special attack might be that high.
it is plus
He has
special
a very
attack
high special
nature
attack.
with very, very, very high IV. And that's
But
what's really
usually,
cool.
I mean, he's not going to do that.
Right. That is something that's really cool about this run is that, let's say if you got so many encounters up until this point, you could risk that at this point in the run and then see what happens. Live and die by the risky strats. That's Pokemon speedruns.
That's what you do.
Yes.
You're always doing the risky strats.
Yes.
You gotta spend time to save time.
Yes.
It's so weird that Brawly is actually the easiest fight in this whole
Dude,
gym.
Brawly sometimes just decides that I still don't get to play the game.
He's just, oh, I mean,
Ow.
ow, but you win. Yeah, so this Machop doesn't have low sweep, so it can't lower our speed. The worst thing it can do is Karate Chop crit us.
We kind of talked about AI with Roxanne a bit. In general, there's like some trainers have different AI than other trainers, and that's why does this keep happening to me? I can't even like explain things.
Every time you explain something, you
I
get crit.
almost died.
Wait, whoa. I didn't kill him that turn. Oops.
I have to heal this.
Are you-
Oh,
Yeah.
it's done.
No, you might, well, you do have high special attack. You might be able to one-shot.
It's a dicey one.
It depends if you want to go for that.
I would.
You don't want to reset it.
I know. I'm
He's
So I think
gonna
you
go
just have to
for
go
it.
for it.
And there's a chance that he doesn't even attack you anyways.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, speaking of AI, it's not that intelligent.
It's not, yeah.
All right, Etchy.
Yeah, so even if, so there's no what we would call kill AI, which is if you can get killed by a move, the AI will go for the move. There's like no such thing in this.
Yeah. Pokemon AI in general kind of varies a lot from
It's
gen
weird.
to gen.
It is very strange.
And they kind of undid a lot of smart things they did in previous gens, and it's a lot more random in this game.
It's not like Diamond Pearl random,
Yeah.
but
Oh, yeah.
There has literally been like years and years of us like trying to figure out what the AI quirks of this game, and to this day there's still some unknowns. Like why May always gets sheer colded.
why do I always get sheer cold, Ed?
It's something that only happens to May and we can't figure
Not
it out.
true, but it's mostly me.
And something else happened in the Elite Four recently, where we got like we got fake outs recently, and it happened to Josh actually, and it literally had never happened to anybody before.
I've gotten,
years of playing this game, and all of a
I've
sudden
gotten
I
a
was
lot
like,
of,
oh,
You
it's
can
risky
sit
now.
there and soft reset and test something 30 times and think that, all right, I'm 100% sure of this, and then someone
And
else
then-
plays the game and you're like, wow.
Swagger Norman's a fun
Nope.
one.
That's a that's a fun
Do you
one.
think Steven's looking at some donations?
Steven loves a donation.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a good time.
All right, so we've got $9 from Anonymous that said, let's go with let's get the Pokemon number train going. Dropping $9 from my boy, Blastoise. Now get those donations in for your favorite Pokemon.
If somebody could do me a favor and donate $425 to my favorite Pokemon, that'd be super cool.
I'm down for that. I have an anonymous $100 donation that says, squirrels are cute, so are Pokemon. Good luck, smiley face.
Not wrong.
I have a $5 donation, anonymous donation that just says, May. There's only five.
Me.
We have a $35 donation from Siren2 that says, good luck to May with the Alpha Sapphire Society.
Dang.
Maybe run a good game, and then you'd get some support.
Listen, I'm an Omega Ruby runner, and I'm also rooting for May in this anyway. So
I'm playing as May, so it's fine.
True, true.
So we are kind of all rooting
Even
for
if I
May.
lose, I win.
I have a
I'm playing both
$10
sides. That way, I always wind up on top.
I have a $10 donation from Professor Birch that says, thanks for help earlier with the Poochyena. I'm wishing both May and Etchy the best of luck on their journey through the Hoenn region and in raising money for charity. Also, shout out to Josh on the couch, whom I mod for. Can't wait to watch your run later, smiley face.
Thanks, Birch.
Josh, you are going to be running.
Yes,
in
I will
this
be
marathon.
doing the Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yeah, check out that tomorrow.
3:30 a.m. Sunday.
2 days from now.
Central Time.
Yeah. So
Be
tomorrow
there.
night.
It's going to be a lot of fun. T-Pat will be on the couch with me.
So we did just meet Steven, who is the champion, but we don't know that yet. He is the champion. Sorry, spoiler alert. He is the champion of this region. He's investigating some plot thing. He was in a cave. His name is Steven Stone, and he has a weird obsession with like rocks and things.
It's called being a geologist. It's not that weird.
We need the Mudkip names again.
Didn't mean to do that.
Oh yeah. Could we get the Mudkip nickname? So
I was gonna do it after museum.
Is it
or at least just have them ready.
Right?
We might meet Steven later.
It's top left of the center, so I feel like.
And the other item that we just got so even though we have the Silk Scarf for the normal type moves, we just picked up Soft Sand, does the same thing for ground type moves, because we are going to be evolving quite soon, and Marsh Stomp becomes quite good for this section.
The Marsh Tomp leg of this game is very much better than the Mudkip leg of this game, absolutely.
I do still have a little bit of misery left, though.
Who wants to explain the key differences now between Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, because they are actually important?
That would be my pleasure. I've run both of these games quite extensively. So the big difference that we're going to see right now is that May is going to be facing Team Aqua and Etchy is going to be facing Team Magma. And Team Aqua is going to have some Carvanas, and we don't counter them as well as Etchy will, which they will, Team Magma will have Nummel, and Nummel is fire ground type, so water moves do very well against
We just
Nummel.
pretty much smashed them.
Yes.
Never heard anyone say Nummel.
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 I say Numel.
I say Nummel as well.
Nummel, Nummel.
You know what?
Tomato,
though,
tomato.
Like, it's camel.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I
go with
think
that.
you're right. I wasn't like mentally
It's definitely
ready for
Nummel.
it.
So May has some very more complex strats to do this fight.
I
She
prefer
has to,
Nummel.
she has to lower the speed. They're
kinda
usually
see Rock
2
too
shots.
much.
Yeah. Etchy will have a bit of an easier time, but since he is very low speed, both these trainers will have a Zubat that has a chance to confuse us.
Right, and I believe the Zubat on Omega on Alpha Sapphire is a bit faster, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It
I
might be.
outspeed it though. This kip's good.
Etchy will not outspeed. His kid is
The
slow.
Carvana,
It cannot, no.
the Carvana is definitely more problematic as well because we have to hit Rock Tomb 2 more times than Etchy will have to because
Just has to hit once.
yes, he just has to hit once, and that's a 95% accurate move. Which that when you miss it, it's really bad against Carvana.
Just
because
don't roll a 1 on your D20.
I think it has focus energy, right? It can use bite and flinch you,
You talk about rough skin?
and it has Aqua Jet. Is that Aqua
All
Jet?
right, that was good. That was a good museum.
That went
Yeah,
really well.
That is actually a great museum.
That
for
is
May.
very good.
I've seen May get so frustrated on this fight.
I hate this. I hate this stupid.
Don't
place.
press B. Don't press B. I literally have to remind everybody that because I've accidentally pressed B before, which is
Yes.
that's run over. It's
Yes.
So yeah, so Mudkip is evolving into Marsh Stomp now, which is now a water ground type. So we're gonna take advantage of ground moves and get some extra power out of that. Plus we're now only weak to grass type moves.
Oh, but boy, howdy, are we?
But we are 4 times weak against it. Thankfully, the next gym that we fight is an electric type gym.
Yes.
So we are just going to literally bulldoze that gym.
And coincidentally,
Literally.
the next fight that we are going to be doing is against our first electric types.
Funny
Yes.
cutscene
So,
coming up when I.
Thank goodness.
The length of a cutscene is kind of static in this game when there's like camera movement. So we're gonna mash through Archie's text, and they're just gonna like awkward stare at us for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, because the camera has to finish its camera move.
It's coming up right after this.
Think of it like a auto scroller, because the camera is just scrolling, and you have to literally wait on that text box
So
There it is.
for the camera to be done.
Kyogre.
Okay, it's worse when you do the round 2.
There's a really bad one
Steven's
round
dad,
2, yeah.
actually that text box goes away. So you're just awkwardly staring at each other with nothing to read, and you're like, what are we waiting for?
I
guess
think
he's
Omega
just-
Ruby's better because it has less text here in this weight compared to Alpha Sapphire.
Yeah, that's why.
So I mentioned the experience, like, routing of this game. We just hit Machop. We became a ground type before the next battle, which is going to be against a +1 Minun. So, and they literally only have Spark, so they cannot damage us. And then we'll get to our next rival fight. But we have a big shop here. This is like one of our big-time shops. We might give these guys a little bit of time to focus. Because based on their stats, they're going to be buying a set number of X items, so that way they can cover all the fights that they have through this run. I do think Etchy picked up an extra money item, so he might just go max anyways to make things simpler.
Yeah, you grabbed the Stardust. That was before the Steven cutscene earlier, which is a nice safety item to grab.
Yeah, and I actually need it because I need to get extra X speeds because of Rival 2 coming up here.
Yeah, so when we mentioned the backup Mudkip having really bad speed, it's...
I need the names again. Is it you? Is it you I want to talk to? Yes.
All right, so yours was Chockrit.
I need that spelled out.
CHOCKRIT.
All right.
Which house?
It's left, up left right now. Fuck. Frick. Nah.
This one.
That one. That one. That one.
Okay, I have it on hand.
I've got the I got the name here for Etchy.
Okay, good, because that's a lot to read.
He is behind. We gotta help him catch up a little bit.
If there's a couple donations, now's a good chance. We're just gonna get a
I was just about to ask.
where we learn about contests, which we're not going to be doing.
Are you sure? I mean, Josh is the 45 megasode.
No. Regrettably so.
No? Okay, no.
Don't run this.
Give us some donations.
All right, so I've got $40 from Shelty Sai saying, "Hey guys, do you know the terms of ORAS racers? May and Etchy are the best members of the God Gamer Egg Group. Good luck at good luck at Minus Special Attack Gaming."
Thank you, Shelty.
Oh, Shelty, we love you so much.
I have an anonymous $60 donation that says, "May and Etchy, you both inspire me and try me to do more for everyone in PSR. To everyone, the faith and love I've seen placed in each other have brightened my life. Love, Annabelle. Shelty, too cute."
Thanks, Ann.
I get a $15 anonymous donation that says, "Good luck, May and Etchy. Love you both. Also, Alpha Sapphire is the better game. Dragonair, best poke."
Hi, Razor.
Can I have the Munchlax?
And we have $1 from our own Gooby that says, "Can I get away from the PSR couch?"
Wave.
Oh, it was kind of there.
That was laggy. Do it
Alright,
again.
So there was something
this time
about
would be
follow
like,
me.
something about. Okay. What?
And half of them weren't paying attention.
Yay! We tried.
I can respect that. I
Okay,
guess.
so after the
They just
+1
flinched.
Minun fight, which obviously this is an easy fight, we will have Rival 2. You know.
Well,
the
you don't
route-
know.
the
When
route-
I did this on Monday, I had a fight between that, this
Oh.
and Rival 2, because I hit the optional.
Yeah,
so
please don't do that this time.
Thank you.
I'm gonna assume you don't hit any optionals.
We are both optionalists so far, so you
And we're gonna talk about Rival 2. The source of many a memes, you know, the Route 110 rival, you know, where good Pokemon runs go to die.
So that
We have a slightly better chance to win this one, but remember, this will be our one and only time that Machop has to fight a grass-type Pokemon. It's going to be a Grovyle. Grovyle is fast.
so this fight that I'm on right now.
Grovyle has Mega
Yeah,
Drain.
Grovyle's very fast.
Grovyle can kill us.
This fight that I'm on right now is really funny because these +1 Minun only have like Bestow and Switcheroo, and like
So
the
they
only
keep
moves I
switching
can
their
use are
items.
those and Encore. So it gave me a berry, which then healed me.
So the reason why we had that big shopping was to buy our X items. I don't feel the need to explain in great detail what X items
I always do.
but
It's fun.
an X attack will increase your attack by 50%, and X speed will
Okay,
increase your
that's
speed
about as much as I
by
explained it, yeah.
50%. That's pretty much all you need to know. Yes, they do stack. So May's going to have to use 2X speeds. We literally have to double our speed to outspeed that Grovyle. Etchy's Mudkip is so slow, he has to use 3. He has to be 250% speed to outspeed that Grovyle. Then we also have to increase our special attack by a bunch. We will hopefully one-shot that Grovyle, not even give it a chance to Mega Drain us. If your special attack is low, you're still not guaranteed. Thankfully, Etchy's special.
think this
I
is
know
the range
Etchy's
of the
special attack is
profile.
high enough, so.
Yeah, so I can at least have like a normal amount of turns.
So what's going to happen is essentially we're going to spend the first 5
No, not
turns
that.
of this fight, 4 or 5 turns, using X items by just boosting our stats up so much while we have the Slugma, which is not going to be particularly dangerous against us. So that way, when we get to the Pokemon that are, we're already ready to sweep them.
The worst thing Slugma could do is burn you. I shouldn't have said that.
Very much.
But I'm sure it'll be fine.
Even if you get burned, you can still Super Potion out of it. It's not like you can win. You can win the fight if you're burned, but
Just slow.
it is very slow. You just spend like an extra turn or 2 healing.
And something interesting about this fight is that it is completely random AI, even on Grovyle with Mega Drain. So
I do not
technically, you could risk not X speeding and take a
Right.
take a 75% chance
That you
in your
live.
favor that you live. But that is very risky,
It is risky.
and
We're not gonna
you
do
can still
that.
get crit with another move.
Yeah.
And
I think that was the range. I'm not sure what it was, though.
And we actually use Echoed Voice, which remember stacks. Its power gets more powerful. We'll take that We'll take advantage of that by 2-shotting the Slugma, build up that Echoed Voice power, so we can sweep. Literally perfect fight on Maze Form. We can clap for that.
If I was running this Mudkip on like a normal PB attempt, I would risk that 75% instead of triple X speeding like I did here.
Yeah, because the more you use your X items, the more the Slugma's like just taking whacks at you.
Yeah,
and usually,
that's why I had to heal.
so
too,
usually,
but-
yeah, you. So in your case, Etchy, you actually had to use
you
2
triple
extra
X speed?
turns.
Yeah, triple.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
bought the
understand
extra.
Omega Ruby.
No, it's because my speed sucks.
Yeah, but we just do one.
No, that's
This is a marathon,
no,
man.
Yeah, for a PB attempt, I would just do one. But this is
I-
a safe marathon.
I understand
Yeah.
what's going on now.
May did pick up an extra revive. I don't know if Etchy's going to do that, and that is an actual big difference that's going to happen in the Alpha Sapphire half of the game. And she might need that revive, like an hour from now?
I'm picking it up because I took revives out of my shopping notes, and I don't want to buy them.
And it'll be at the point when you finally have 2 Pokemon in your party. But we actually, like Etchy said, we can't use revives right now.
Yeah.
We don't have another Pokemon to even switch to at the moment.
But it's okay because this next part's not too bad. Yay!
Yeah, this is the part of the run where people will notice that Machop is just really well built for this entire section of the
Well, part of it for me.
game. For the gym leaders, I should say.
Oh, Etchy picked
Yeah.
up the revive anyways. Good call. Good call.
it is considerably better than the Mudkip portion. A lot more situations where you can at least play safely, rather than early game with Mudkip. You can die with a lot of things that are completely out of your control.
Do you guys like Schmoovin?
Schmoovin, I love
Schmoovin.
Schmoovin.
We're gonna start schmoovin real fast here.
So Gen 3 is the only game that has 2 different bikes, and we fortunately we don't actually need any specific bike to get through the game, so we use the Mach bike because it's faster.
Who here on this back couch, has run Gen 3? How fast is the Mach bike in Gen 3?
It's crazy.
fast. This Gen 5 lover back there.
Etchy, you should get the acro bike and do wheelies.
Okay. Sure.
Remember
Do-
when
do a
remember when
victory
Etiquette
wheelie lap,
Remember
you
when
know?
Etiquette flexed on everybody in Pokeathon and actually got the acro bike and was like winning that race too. It was hilarious. It was a Wonder Train
That
race.
was impressive.
Oh, it was so good. So yeah, the Mach bike is obviously the faster of the 2 bikes. I don't
But
think
the
it's
acro bike is
as-
the cooler.
It is very cool.
You could hop up and down on it. You
Do
could
you
do
know in
wheelies.
Mega
It's
Stones we
great.
actually use the acro bike because we
Oh,
have to do
oh,
the
yes.
hops to get some
It's
of the
beautiful.
Mega Stones. Yeah. We also bought another TM, Bulldoze. When I said that we are going to bulldoze this gym, I meant literally we are going to bulldoze this gym. We were going to be just only clicking the move Bulldoze for like the next 5 minutes here, and we will be super effective against all these electric types. They're not even going to know what hit them. We're just going to slash through this gym, literally bulldoze through this gym.
It's great.
It's the safest gym in the
This
whole
is the
game.
easiest 10 minutes of the entire run, and it's the electric gym with our water starter.
It's nice that this is very relaxing, 10 minutes, because then the game really starts to get
Yes,
hard.
or maybe
after
the
these
credits.
10
The
minutes.
credits are pretty relaxing.
Yeah, that's maybe the second most relaxing
Yes.
10 minutes of the game.
I don't think we're gonna watch the credits. Don't get your hopes up for that.
So I'm gonna be removing Rock Tomb now. This is gonna be the first like big difference here between me and May.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
You're going to teach over Rock Tomb?
Yeah. I'm gonna be basically teaching Strength early and using that to deal with some other things that you normally would use Rock Tomb on.
So in Omega Ruby, I kind of consider this, there's actually two different ways to go through kind of this middle part of the game. I consider it the Etiquette strats and the Sin Star strats. This is more in line with what the Sin Star strats are, because we really want like 5 moves on Marshtomp through this part of the game, and we don't have enough space for 5 moves, so we kind of have to give and take a little bit. The Etiquette strat, which is what I do, we get rid of Water Gun at some point because we're like, we got Bulldoze, that's kind of good enough.
That's what we do in this game,
Etchy's going to actually get rid of Rock Tomb and Teach Strength for a little extra power when he gets it. And there's like 2 different ways they all achieve the same task to get there.
Yeah, and so my strats and my notes are from Truly and Headbob, 2 other runners. The reason why they started doing this kind of stuff is literally because they didn't feel that there was enough risk in this section.
Oh no!
So
why would you do that?
It's because you got to go fast.
So the Rock Tube users, we just risk the 95%.
When I play this game, the problem that I run in is that it's just too reliable.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
Is that why you're not going to do Blue Orb on Glacia
I will be doing
on?
Blue Orb on Glacia.
Oh.
Unless I need it to win.
Boo.
Smart choice.
Your boos only make me stronger.
I'll use Red Orb on Glacia, but that's like normal.
But yeah, that's like the only way to do Glacia. I'm the reason why that fight is safe in Omega Ruby
Okay,
now.
what if I just equip the Blue Orb to Groudon then? Is that okay?
We
Have we talked about Groudon?
No, because it's up for like 2 hours.
Yeah, we'll get the, box legendaries.
They're
We'll
good.
get there later.
I think something worth mentioning right now, now that we're at the easier part of the game, Etchy was talking about adding more risk to the route, because this is a really good beginner speed run. Despite how bad the early game is for Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire,
Just save.
If
you save
you
everywhere,
can save
Save everywhere.
but
It's
there's
totally
also
fine.
a beginner route for at least Alpha
Yes, there
Sapphire
is.
has been routed, where you pretty much just fight an additional, I think, 1 or 2 trainers in Roxanne's gym, and then the Hideki fight that we were talking about earlier. Some of those fights are just a lot easier, and they don't really make a big difference. If you are trying to go for a good time, you could use that route, and if you're going for like top level time, like world record, then you'll need to take riskier routes.
It's also a bit more relaxed on like movement because you get some extra money items to buy extra repels and stuff.
Right, yeah. And if you're looking to pick up a Pokemon speedrun, this is a great game to start with. Despite how much we've been hyping up these early fights as being really awful, there are ways around that.
We're past the most dangerous
We're past the worst
game.
part.
You don't have to worry about that anymore.
This game is very accessible for Pokemon speedrunning in terms of like, the movement's pretty easy to learn. There's no insane tricks in terms of like how to pass spinners. I don't have to teach you math in order to pass spinners. So like, it's a lot more accessible than like Gen 4.
Yeah, spinners are literally just wait till they look a different way. Okay, go.
I've also ported Alpha Sapphire's route to my Mellifluous rooting tool.
Your rooting tool is so good.
Super easy to run. I know a lot of people have gotten into Alpha Sapphire recently and have been like,
can you just tell me what other games are on that tool?
There's Dog Route for White 2. You could do that.
Ooh,
that's not the reaction you should be having to Dog Route.
I've seen that.
2.
Those are very good notes. Very good notes.
There's also Driftblim Alt Main. You could do that.
That sounds less appealing.
Yeah.
It's because it's terrible.
So May is on Watson right now. Again, the easiest gym leader in this whole game because we're a ground type. So this Magnemite, which has Volt Switch, is not going to use Volt Switch on us because it can't. The only thing is we need the X speed to outspeed this Magneton, which has Supersonic, which could confuse us. We just avoid that risk altogether. We outspeed it at +1. We're fine. Sometimes the Voltorb that you're going to see still outspeeds us, but it's not dangerous. What's it going to do? Use Rollout for 2 damage. Yeah, that's not going to be an issue. Easy fight, easy game. Maze through Watson.
I'm going to have a problem with Watson because
how bad's your
my
speed?
speed's really bad.
Is it 0 to 1 or is it 2 to 3?
Oh, actually, we don't know exactly. But
Oh,
your speed's that bad?
As a result, I'm literally just going to not X-speed
Is Bishop
here.
backup?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm just not even going to bother X-speeding and just
What'd you do to this poor man?
That's what I said.
made the backup kip, and
You got him a backup Mudkip. In the notes, we say don't take that.
So usually we
it's the
do not
anti-backup.
take Mudkips that are this slow.
Wait, this is my fault.
But I specifically. Oh yeah, you did say.
This is my
Etchy
fault.
will-
I was like,
Etchy
Etchy
will
always
take
tells
this
me to
with
run 9 speed.
Yeah. And I got the
from a
9
point.
speed, so I asked Etchy, hey, is this okay? And he gave me a thumbs up. And I'm like, is that your final answer? And he said, yeah, that'll be fine. And then in person, he said, no, that's good. So this is not on me
okay,
anymore.
I'm not
I just
trusting
rolled
you
the
if you ever need
dice.
to get me a
I
backup
gave him-
Mudkip. No,
Hey,
never.
you don't have to
May
trust
can
me.
make
I'm
me
just
a
telling you
backup
that he
Mudkip,
trusted me.
and that'll be great.
Okay, let's just see. Okay, well, he's just
I'm
going to
teaching
run
rock
through
smash so
this.
I can smash
There's
rocks.
a Mudkip
Yeah, can we get a
plush.
Mudkip up
Can I
here?
trade?
Everyone
Thank
stop
you.
fighting!
Wait, did that Voltorb come out second?
Dang it. Sometimes this game,
you're
like,
true.
buffers inputs and
Yeah.
drops your menu. It's really stupid.
Magneton did Supersonic and miss, and then Voltorb did Rollout and miss. So
Oh, very good.
didn't matter
Easy
that I had
fight.
bad speed.
One
See,
third
it
chance.
was fine.
actually
Etchy was
optimal,
right
yeah.
all along.
getting
I
an
was the
encounter
best
here.
backup
I know.
Mudkip getter of all time.
Got a hard stone.
I totally
So
deserve an encounter
that's
here.
really nice.
You
They
can
could
get
have
an extra
gotten
encounter
an
there.
encounter there, and
And she's already had enough. She
I
doesn't
don't need more
yes,
encounters,
encounters
okay?
just bleed time.
May, are you going to do backwards movement and avoid
Yeah.
the... Okay. So that was,
Oh, we
that
get
was
to see
actually the
backwards
last
movement
chance for
live.
May to even get an extra encounter. She's done with extra
Backwards
encounters.
movement's more fun.
It is. Thank
It
you
is.
for agreeing with me. I love backwards movement.
I wasn't convinced at first, but it actually owns. We'll explain that later.
So this is actually my least... Like, this next 45 minutes is usually the 45 minutes that does me in runs.
Oh, this is so much better than the Latias section, though.
I agree.
So
This part's fun.
I really
Yeah.
want to explain this next fight that you're going to see for May, because this guy is literally the bane of my existence. He's an ace trainer.
I'm gonna save for him this
and
time. He almost died last time.
Yeah.
His
good
whole
idea.
deal is he has 3 ways to paralyze you. He has 3 Pokemon. They each have a different way to paralyze you. He has an Electrike with Static, which doesn't matter. He has a Bagon with Dragon Breath that can paralyze you. And he's got the Makihita with Force Palm that can paralyze you. I get paralyzed on this fight, like, all the time, and it sucks. And
You could handle 2.
It's okay, Etchy. Don't
I
worry.
got 4.
Bro, you got the Latias
I
section
died.
coming up.
You
You'll
did
be
die.
fine.
I didn't die. That's true.
So let's see if May is going to be okay here. Again, the Electrite, since Bulldoze isn't a contact move, it can't static us, unlike, you know, like those... Everybody that doesn't like Amoga doesn't like Amoga because it has static. We don't have to worry about that on
Yes.
Electrite. Oh, there's a Dragon Breath. Okay, you're okay. Dragon Breath has a 30% chance
That's
to...
my last 2 runs both got Dragon Breath
Dragon Breath.
paralyzed, so
That's usually the threat.
My heart.
The Makihita usually doesn't go for Force Palm. It usually goes for Fake
Fake
Out.
Out.
Turn 1. So we'll actually use this turn to X attack.
I got force pumped for the first time ever a couple weeks ago.
If you, knockoff is kind of annoying too, but yeah, I got the Fake Out there. This is sometimes a range if you have bad attack,
I don't.
but you're fine. So that is literally the perfect Wilton fights. Like, nothing
That's how
bad
it usually
happened.
goes. Unless
And
you're
then-
T-Pat.
Yeah, like, it just every single... That's usually the first fight, like the beginning of the end for my runs.
Now I'm talking to AA Rune. He's going to tell us about secret bases. It might be a good time for a donation.
I was gonna say, are there any donations in that secret base? Let's see here. I've got a $10 anonymous donation that just says Vislod.
His log.
Pokey Guy Pog.
Thank you, Pokey Guy Pog.
Anonymous $5 donation that says, "Hi all, greetings from the Squirtle Squad, basing my bets on Alpha Sapphire. Good luck." I have $5 from Kata Pokener that says, Etchy, Etchy, Etchy.
Yeah!
Etchy.
But it also says, just kidding, May.
Woo! May!
And I have another $17
Thanks to Creeper,
from...
by the way, he was the donation before. And thanks to everybody who's been...
I have another 17 from Shelty Side that just says,
So Arun asks you, what do you say when you're happy? And usually you're just like, yay. But May was like, yay!
Because everyone was rooting for me. I should have just made it May. Haha. Nobody laughed? Okay, cool.
I smirked. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
So you usually want to get here before an hour. Like, what's our time? What's the time?
But I don't want to know that.
I want to know that.
We have to go do name ourselves
Yeah, that's not
and
too
stuff.
bad. Yeah, that's true.
Twice.
Like a real, like, etiquette totally, like, corrupted my brain. Like, we'll always check, like, our pace on the Arun cutscene.
I check
just
it on
because. Oh,
At start of Wilton.
yeah. Usually feel a little better when you're around like 56. That's like 55, 56 would be like world record pace. But yeah, we had to do like the rename and the safety strats. So don't worry about it.
This Trapinch sucks because there is no attack stat that is high enough to one-shot it.
Who's got the flag on?
Well, there's also a Vibrava. Where's the Vibrava? I don't have a Trapinch.
This is
That's
the
okay.
cutest
It's
Vibrava
so
ever.
It's so
Oh my
cute.
god, it's adorable.
I know.
I love these boys.
That's adorable.
So if I don't one-shot
Most
it,
of
a lot.
the plushies,
Oh,
by the way,
let's go.
are May's plushies.
Thank you for bringing these, May.
Etchy told me not to.
No, I didn't.
What?
Like,
Wow,
we don't
I'm rooting
need
for May
that.
now.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Come on, man.
And I quote, May, leave these childish toys
I did
behind.
not say that. Slander.
So
That sounds like something a liar would say.
So that
actually.
Trapinch is usually a two-shot unless you have very good attack. I don't think either of your Mudkips were very good attack.
Well, no, it's just a range. It's just a bad range.
Also, we have to dodge some of these
I
piles
one-shot
of
it.
ash because there are trainers that'll pop out of them. So we call that Spinner Falls because
Spinner
there
Falls.
are a few spinners. It's like some cool
There's
movements.
one.
Yeah, there's one spinner. And then
Well, two total,
on the
movement.
next route there's another spinner.
Yeah, there's another spinner next route.
No, there's two actually.
I will not be doing the brave
Yeah, two.
movement because I'm a coward.
What is the great movement?
Where you just bike under the hiker.
Oh.
Oh, I always do the brave
Well,
movement.
you're way cooler than me. I can't.
That's my one claim to fame is I can do that movement better than
You
anybody.
and Emre are like the two people I know who always go for it, and I just cower in fear.
Oh, I cower in fear too. Like when I do the Let's Go Route 6 spinner pass, or the trainer pass, I usually close my eyes and pray and hope I get it. It usually works.
One thing that's going to pop up here that's going to be different from what May is doing. I actually have to be very careful about my bulldoze count. Have to be
You
very
can see you got
careful.
dig on the Trapinch, just time loss.
Because I just want to make sure I have enough bulldozes to get through Norman.
That was a good A-Ron fight.
And because I don't have Rock Tomb, I
right.
have to just be more aware of that. Like mud-shotting this Electric, which you would normally bulldoze.
Here's a little fun fact for you about this run, is that Etchy's Mudkip name doubles as a secure password.
There's no symbols in it.
I know.
And there's May picking up the Comet Shard, which sells for a lot of money. That's
15,000!
that is the highest price
that's-
item that we sell.
That's gonna
very
fun.
useful.
Okay, watch this movement from May.
Coward.
So there's a
That's
trainer
me.
there. There's a one tile gap, and yeah, if you get off your bike and use the D-pad, you can line it up perfectly. If you're like me, you just shoot that bike right into the gap and hope you
one
don't
tile, we didn't really talk about the movement in this game.
Yeah.
But the game is built on a grid, but if you use the circle, okay, hold on.
Here, I'll explain. So
No.
you can use the D-pad or the circle pad on your 3DS for movement. And yeah, the whole game is built on a tile grid. Indoors, you are bound to that tile grid, whether you use the D-pad or the circle pad. But in the overworld, you can use the circle pad to, make funky angles, actually like ride in circles, not just like squares, but circles on your bike. But if you use the D-pad, you'll always be on that grid. So if you want to line yourself up with a certain tile exactly and not 99%, you'll use the D-pad as May
This
did
fight's
on that.
terrible, by the way.
Yeah, May is on the double battle. It's going to be different from my double battle, but it's still very annoying.
So this is where we get our first, we call this a true double because our rival is actually our partner. We can't control that second Pokemon at all. We're fighting, in this case, well, in Etchy's case, it's Tabitha. Is it Matt or is it the other one?
Shelly. Right?
Shelly, yeah.
And they actually have slightly different Pokemon. Again, Numels versus Carvanas. They will both have a Mightyena.
And then also Grimer
Versus
versus
Coughing.
And we'll actually use Coughing to our advantage in this battle as we want it to go boom.
So that split actually went about, that whole section went about as good as it possibly could.
Why didn't you use the D-pad?
Dude, I took it
there?
safe and I still did that.
This is why I'm a coward.
Fortunately, he's just one poke. It's not too scary.
Yeah,
And I had
I'll
to
be-
heal
be nice
anyway
with
after this
two-shot.
fight. But I can't bulldoze it like I
Oh
was saying.
god, Machop!
Machop.
Yeah, it's a Machop. Nice crit.
Nice
That's crit.
crit.
Oh! No!
he got revenge,
Today
and
I
it wasn't
learned.
even a crit. It just outright killed him.
And revenge, oh, that is one of the worst places to die.
Okay, so since we never use the Pokemon Center, our warp point is literally in Little Root Town. So he has to bike
I
all
think
the
that
way
is literally
back.
the
That-
worst point in the entire game to die.
This might be the worst punish in the history of Pokemon on speedrunning and marathon.
That's
Okay.
why I'm actually like
Holy
always so
God.
nervous about playing this game in a marathon, because that's something you can't really like. You can't prepare for that because that's an optional. We're like the
Yeah.
route doesn't include fighting any optionals.
And
should get
revenge
the,
is so dangerous because revenge does double if you're attacked in the same turn, right?
Yeah, if you get hit first and then you use revenge, and Machop is not a particularly fast Pokemon, that move will double in damage.
You should get the nugget next to the guy's house, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of big money items
Just buy like
Probably like
when you're there.
honestly,
So Etchy's trying to get a couple extra repels so that way he can get back. The worst part is that the way to get back is he has to talk to Pico again.
Oh my god.
Because there's no clear-cut biking path from where he is now to Meteor Falls.
It is extremely roundabout. That literally might have been the worst possible point.
Are you
I better
sad
just
to
reload
like,
it.
save there?
you might be.
I
When
was
do you
at,
want to save?
Wilton.
Wilton? Yeah, just no. That's way faster. Because you still have to bike through that whole route anyways.
No, but there's multiple fights.
You just have to do
Right.
the Rune cutscene again.
Yes, I don't know.
There's multiple fights I have to get through. I think this is better.
Yeah, just do this. Show this off at how
Yeah,
bad
it'll
the
be
punish
fine.
is.
You can go back through Rust
This is the wrong guy. I'm buying stuff.
So while Etchy catches back up, May is doing another shop where we're gonna pretty
can
much
go back through,
we're gonna get hyper potions. We're gonna get
Yeah, you can go back to Rust.
full heals.
yeah.
We'll get
Thank you,
super
Shen.
repels.
Thank you.
Shen does a lot of randomizers, so he knows the game a bit more in and out than the rest of us.
So I'm doing backwards movement now, which I don't know if Etchy
So
does.
the backwards movement is great. We go backwards, not literally on the bike, but we go backwards through this route. So the movement kind of scares everybody at first, but I think it's so smooth.
It's very fun. The movement in this game is
yeah,
really
the movement in this
fun.
game is super enjoyable. And the thing about backwards movement is that we avoid having to rock smash again, which is a slow encounter. And it makes it a little bit easier to get past the spinners right in front of the cable car. It is technically slower on average, or it is technically slower than best case, but it is faster on average.
Yeah, it's just a longer biking distance. But if you get that rock smash encounter, then this would be faster anyway. So you're pretty much at like a coin flip. But
And
yeah,
this is more fun. So
this is way more fun.
It is a lot of
This
fun.
is like the worst part of that route is that when you bike down to the south, you can't see much, but there's nothing to see there. And it makes this specific spinner pass way easier.
'Cause that's one of the worst spinner passes in the game if you're doing the forward movement.
So here's a weird spinner mechanic.
Etchy, I was gonna say Etchy is now officially on the 45 Megastone run.
Yes.
Woo!
To
Very optimal for the 45 Megastone run. Well done, Etchy.
This is.
Mega Aggron.
Oh, watch out! There's another optional here. Don't worry, he's only got like. Well, he also has a Machop. But
I
it's
also
like way
hit, I hit
lower.
this guy when I was doing Mega.
Well, I have my bulldozers back, so.
True.
You'll be fine.
Can we sneak in a donation while we play
Yes.
Catch
Yeah.
Up? All right, we have $100 from No Hands OP that says, "Good luck, Etchy and May."
Thanks, No
Money
Hands.
can go to Runner's Choice. Half for May, half for Etchy.
Oh, what incentives do you have coming up?
Well, I think there's a bid war for the names for your next names.
Should we
for
bid
your
on our
names.
own names?
Yes.
All right, can I bid on yours and you bid on mine?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Well, how are we going to do it?
Can I put my $50 towards naming Latias?
I guess I'll do vice versa.
Oh, let's do a better idea.
Not really.
Watch out, watch out. There's
I've never done this route on this game. This is why I saved.
those are the breeders. They have 6
And then
Pokemon.
what's on the right of here? I'm gonna be on route.
So you're gonna be in Mallville when you get
Be
to
in Marvel, yeah. Okay.
the end of this route.
Oh right, yeah. I'm just between the two. Yeah, you're right.
So then you'll be. Yeah.
Actually-
go back around there.
And
Hug
then
the
go
bottom.
down
I'm
hug the
listening.
Bottom.
Can I
Then go to
put
the
my
middle.
50
Not
towards
there, to the
naming
middle.
the
Yep, go middle.
Etchy's Groudon
Perfect. You're
PSR
fine.
diversity?
Your goal.
Yes.
Yes, that please.
Yes, please.
Now we're back. Oh my god.
And with that, Our donation tracker appears to have come back up. We're not quite off, but we have broken over $1,000.
Hey, way to go. Yeah, thank you everybody for your donations, even if it's like $5 or $10. Like, it really makes a difference. You don't always have to drop like 50 or 100. Those $5, $10 donations really make a big difference.
We appreciate all of you.
Yeah, we love you all.
And then, Etchy, what was your choice?
Can I do the same thing?
Yep, you got it. We'll see where that sits here in a little bit.
So this fight that I just did can actually go bad if we get disabled. If we get disabled, it can be bad. If you use it disabled turn 1, it's fine because you haven't used a move yet. I should have done the stuff that I need to do before I saved.
Yeah, so May's gonna fight the Aqua admin. So this is Matt, and then
No, it's Shelly.
Or Shelly?
It's Shelly. We fight Shelly, and then we fight Archie here.
Nice.
This is Archie 1. This fight is not great, but it's usually fine. Essentially, our goal is so Swagger is a move that is 85% likely to hit. It confuses us, and it raises our attack. It doubles our attack, essentially. And our goal is to...
We want to get Swaggered.
We want to get Swaggered because I gave our Mudkip a Personberry, which...
will immediately cure the confusion.
Yeah, it cures the confusion.
So we get the stat boost, and then we heal the confusion. So we actually want to get Swaggered on this fight. We take advantage of it.
Also, this song's a bop.
I gotta admit, I like the Aqua music better.
The Aqua music's so good.
Than the Ruby music. That's like an objective fact. Doesn't make Latias any better, but it's beside the point.
And May got the Swagger. That's fantastic.
I'll probably get Swaggered again here and have to full hear it. Nope, I got it. Assurance. This is the ideal fight, actually.
All right.
And a subtle difference between Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire is that this Mighty End does not have Intimidate, which starts you out at an attack deficit. You're -1 attack instead of just neutral. So that means that May could just keep going, whereas Etchy wouldn't have been able to keep going right away.
Yeah, you need to get to +3? +3?
+2 is fine in Alpha Sapphire, I think.
Okay, yeah. And
this is a range.
We usually need to get +3 on Omega Ruby anyways. And yeah, there are ranges.
Y'all want to explain what ranges are?
Oh yeah, I don't think we did.
So think of when you play D&D and you roll a 20-sided die, and it can come up 1 to 20.
Well, what if that die was 16-sided?
Yeah, if it's 16-sided, you'd be playing Pokemon. Literally every time you choose an attack, whether it's the opponent or yourself, it will roll a 16-sided die and basically make that as like a multiplier. It's not 1 to 100, the multiplier is 85% to 100. So if you roll a 16, the highest roll, you'll literally do 100% of what the damage should have done. If you rolled a 1, which we call a low roll, then you only do 85%. And that is routed into the run. So usually we know, like, if you ever hear us say, oh, that was a 13 and 16 range, that means we had 13 of those roll values that would have been okay. Rolling a 4 to 16 would be fine. 1 to 3 would not. And usually that 1 and that 16 actually have values that are separate from all the other damage values. So getting high rolls and low rolls are very specific into our attack and defense calculations.
So this next gym is the other really easy one.
May, you're schmoovin'. Is it because you're on the mock bike?
Yeah. No, it's because I'm playing
you should get the acro bike. I think that would be really fun.
Because T-Mock was so easy to beat.
And don't worry, if you're thinking, wow, Etchy is like way behind, is this race over? This race is far from over. He's going to have a very distinct advantage in like 30 minutes time, and he'll be able to catch up big time. You're just having... Like I said, this part of the run is my least favorite part because so many bad things can happen. Even Etchy was like hitting himself with confusion and... There's just a lot of ways that you can lose time.
Yeah, there's very few parts where you can actually die. It's just so easy to lose
Disagree.
time.
Well, that's because you have the Latias section coming up.
No,
you
I just
absolutely
mean, like,
can't die.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, you could also die in this part, like on Archie 1 and on the Falls double.
So this gym is very easy. It's not free.
Okay, it is free unless you're T-Pad. You're the only person I've ever seen die here.
I've died.
I have died here.
I got two.
I got body slam, paralyzed crit.
Yep, that's exactly what happened to me.
All right, so there's one way to die here. It's happened to these two people behind me, and that's it.
But usually this fight,
the random AI needs to use. It's a 25% chance to use a move that has a.
Is it random?
It's 30% chance.
It's not even random.
It's not random. It's not even random.
It's just less likely to use it.
It's just less likely to use it. So Flannery the objectively hottest gym leader, it is the fire gym, has a Torchic, and the Torchic will usually go for Sunny Day in what is a 2-shot, so it's usually a pretty clean fight. But sometimes it can use Body Slam, and that can paralyze you, and it can be bad, but that usually doesn't happen. Usually. Except
Usually.
to us, unless you're Josh or I.
So if I was playing Omega Ruby, these Numels, I'd be able to fight the whole time, but instead I'm not. And you can see how easy it is to beat Numels.
I would say this gym is probably the 3rd easiest gym? Maybe not 2nd, but maybe 3rd.
What's second?
What would the second be?
I would say Tate and Liza. That's very hard to die on. And I have seen somebody die in Tate and Liza before.
I'm going to do the forwards movement here, which is the opposite of what May did. I figured I could just highlight the difference here.
Yeah, so Etchy will also shop before doing the movement, but it's basically the same way up to the gondola. We got to make the spinner pass again because he's got to go through the rock smash encounter chance. But the spinners in this game have a very, very weird mechanic that's not found in literally any other game. And I want to highlight this because anybody who's run a Gen 6 game, this happens in X and Y as well. Even if a spinner can only look left or right, as in like that's their I'm going to fight you positions, left or right, as their character physically spins from left to right, there will be a moment where they are looking up and down, and if you are on the tile up and down from them, they'll finish the rotation, stop, do the exclamation point, spin back.
It's so goofy.
And then fight you. It is very goofy.
It's amazing.
And that's probably
one word for it.
That's probably the reason why this spinner right before the gondola, he is a left-right looker spinner. But when you approach him, you're approaching him from directly down, and you're like in his line of sight if he spins at that moment. Which is why May and I like the backwards movement so much better, because we don't risk being in his line of sight.
Honestly, and like just not having to do a stupid rock smash.
It is stupid.
And you don't. And the backwards movement has no spinners, which is nice. You don't have to wait for anything.
Yeah, ledges are great. All right, Etchy, don't screw up.
So now May is in the middle of the gym gauntlet as we have literally back-to-back gyms, Flannery into Norman. And unlike Flannery, Norman is a lot worse and one of the hardest gyms that we face.
I would say
probably the hardest.
I would say it's the hardest total gym.
Yeah.
And has the 2nd hardest fight. Norman is the hardest gym leader by far.
Sure.
Like, it's not even close. But we do have to fight all of his trainers ahead of time. His gimmick in his gym is that his trainers will lead one of those X items, or a guard spec, or have some kind of item that they use.
Game's nice enough to pull us back to Petalburg. We don't have to spike all the way back or anything.
Yeah, nice war points. That's actually very nice about this game.
I just taught strength, and I'm going to use that now because we have coughings coming up, and coughings are the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, so the Marsh Stomp usually doesn't have coverage for coughing. Even though it's a poison type, you can't hit it with a ground type move because it has Levitate. So that pretty much neutralizes our Bulldoze, and the only thing we can hit it with is Rock Tomb. But in this case, Etchy has taught Strength, so that's going to make those coughings a little bit more bearable. Especially this one.
Yeah, so my strat here is I'm literally just going to Strength 3 times to kill it and not deal with it. The next coughing is the worst coughing in the entire game. The normal strat there is wait till it explodes.
Yeah, wait. So the next coughing, which is the admin coughing, that has a move called Haze, and it removes your stat stages. So we can't like just set up a bunch of X attacks and then hit it once, because it'll neutralize those X attacks. And we can't really do any damage to it because of Rock Tomb, or even Strength. So we're pretty much just going to wait till it uses Self-Destruct and make sure that we're not in range of being killed.
One of the only really worst things about Omega Ruby is this fight right here.
Yeah.
Very inconsistent.
And it's one of those fights that you can just lose a ton of time. Sometimes it self-destructs turn 1, and you're like, great, I can move on with my life. Sometimes it waits till like turn 7. And each turn, like, if that's 10 seconds per turn, you've just wasted a minute and 10 seconds.
Yeah. And this is
Yeah, I was going to say.
Did you hit
May?
tracks?
Yes.
very nice.
May just got through one of the most annoying fights in the game, that Delcatty. that she was just facing has Attract and also Sing to put you to sleep,
got
and
turn one
got
fight
3
to
turns, which is the best fight that you can
Yeah,
get.
it's a 50%. If you're in fact infatuated or immobilized by love, you have a 50% chance to hit through it, or you don't do anything. And we just say hit through, which is what May got. So that Lanoon is like also super awkward because it's very fast. So it outspeeds us unless we use Bulldoze twice.
I was actually beating it 1 Bulldoze, but you have to have really, really good speed for it.
Oh, one other thing about Bulldoze is, like Low Sweep, it drops the opponent's speed. We can use that to our advantage. Like, there will be times where we'll be slower turn 1, but the Bulldoze speed drop will make us faster turn 2. So we can pretty much Bulldoze and then immediately Bulldoze again.
So this fight looks scary. It is the safest fight in the entire game.
Yeah, this is actually so weird. So this is what's called the Oko room, 1-hit KO room. This trainer leads a dire hit, which increases critical hit chance, and then the Zangoose will use a high critical hit move, giving it a 100% chance to crit us.
Does it always crit? Sometimes it doesn't crit.
If it has other moves that aren't a full chance.
Ow.
But yeah, you get crit, but you don't die because it cannot kill you from full. And it's actually the single reason why we don't take defense that's insanely low.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that would.
Because we can't even like use an X defense or something to get through it because crits ignore that.
Yep.
And that's the whole reason why too. This route's a lot more bearable with the crit changes because I did double damage. That fight would basically be unbearable.
Yeah.
That was a change they made in this gen.
So here is Norman. He's our dad.
He's a bad dad.
And he is a very bad dad. I mean, the reason why we call Hideki Uncle Hideki is because our family members are the worst fights in this game. Norman is by far the hardest gym leader. We mentioned critical hits, ignoring your defense changes, as well as doing 1.5 times as much damage. If you get critical hits in this fight at any point, you usually die.
Not if you're at full.
If you're on full on the first Pokemon,
Yeah,
you're
fine.
usually okay. But if his second slacking crits you, that is GG. Like, that's over.
And then you have to redo the entire fight at that point. It's a ton of time.
Horrible.
So this is a very long setup. We're gonna X defend. We're gonna increase our defense by 50% turn 1. We're gonna increase our speed, and then we're gonna increase our attack 4 times over. We're literally gonna triple our attack stats. So we have 6 turns of setup. And there's a rhythm to this fight because the slacking will usually lead with Yawn, which is a move that will put you to sleep the next turn. But since slackings have, what is it called, Truants?
Truant, yeah.
It only attacks every other turn. So we're going to want to heal off the sleep on the turn it attacks so it's not incentivized to put us back to sleep. But if May gets crit, like here, it'll be over.
And that's something really unfortunate about this fight is that we do give Norman quite a few turns to get a crit, which is why it happens so often.
Right.
The crit chance is only 1 out of 16, which is like 6%.
But when you give him like 5 chances
6, 7
to crit you,
yeah.
it seems like that crit chance is way higher. Or maybe he's just a bad dad.
And you see something really important there, May using that full heal on the attacking turn because of Truant, because now slacking doesn't even have a chance to put the Marshtomp back to sleep.
And we X speed to outspeed this, what is it again?
The Vigoroth.
Vigoroth, yes. So the Vigoroth is not a threat, we just bulldoze and win. But his final slacking, oh boy.
Scary,
Hold your
scary
breath, everybody,
times.
because we are gonna have to heal. We usually heal to full, because it uses a move called Revenge, which does double damage, and it's stab, and it's also a slacking. It's gonna hurt.
My notes for this say, heal to full. No, you cannot survive Retaliate. Do not try.
And you didn't get crit, so you are through. May is through. Big clap for May. Like that was legitimately.
That was a very good Norman. That was the minimum number of turns with the stats I have.
And with that, for May, only 1 fight left
With Marshtomp.
with Marshtomp. But we'll see later that in Alpha Sapphire, depending on the Latias, we may have to use Marshtomp again a little bit more.
Yeah.
But the
real fun's about to start, friends.
Yes.
May, I gotta say, you're doing awesome. Like, that is about as clean as the first half of this game as you are going to see.
That went pretty well.
And meanwhile, over on this side of the screen,
All right. Etchy's doing a great job. Can we give it up for Etchy, please?
Yeah, Etchy! Don't worry, he'll get there.
Etchy, like, knows that I need that time because Latios is so bad.
Yeah, this is gonna be, so, I was just gonna say, you've been practicing this game a lot more, so you're way more smooth. Obviously, you got the good RNG save for the encounters. Etchy's just gonna have the power of Latios to catch him up.
So we are going to be switching to a free legendary gift that we get in the middle of the game.
Who's got the Eons? Who's got the Eons?
Oh, yes.
One of us gets a legendary.
Oh, our shoulder. He came flying.
Hey.
Yeah, that was a great throw. Actually, we have to trade.
Oh, yeah. What am I doing? Latias. Ew. So this is
your game.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be.
I'm not proud of it.
I feel ya.
So once Etchy gets there as well, we are going to switch to our Eon duo. We get a free legendary.
It's great. It's so great in Omega Ruby. It's so great. In Alpha Sapphire, it's unfortunate. It's just really sad.
And this is why the 2 runs are split on leaderboards. They are literally 2 different runs, but not because it's a difference between Team Magma versus Team Aqua. It's these 2 Pokemon that make the biggest
also
difference.
The last 2 Pokemon.
Yeah, it makes a difference too, but this is a big difference because
it is, yeah, for sure.
Because while their stats are good, Latios's special attack is better.
Yeah.
So another nice thing about our boy Mudkip is that Mudkip's gonna learn 4 HMs for us.
Yeah, so Mudkip is becoming our HM friend right now. We had already taught it Rock Smash. Now we're teaching it Strength and Surf.
This is a pretty unique Pokemon run because we catch 1 Pokemon the entire run, and it's a legendary. We don't have to catch any extra Pokemon for HM purposes, which is really nice.
Nice movement there, May.
No, that was bad.
I just wanted to point it out while I saw it.
Do you think there's any donations in that water there?
There's a lot of time. I'm not doing anything for a while.
All right, so I've got me a $30 donation from Anonymous that says, Corvimae and Etchy are 2 of the most wonderful and caring runners I know of. I'm so happy I'll be able to watch today. I want both runners to have a friend to help with their runs, so here's $15 to call Latios Shiru, and $15 to call Latios Drifloon. Good luck, everyone.
That would be boxy.
I have a $25 donation that says, finally, an in-person ORAS race. Good luck to the both of you. May the better game win. No pun intended. Sorry, Etchy. Blue Whale is just the best.
Blue Whale is very good. I love Mega Man time.
Another $15 donation that says, good luck, May and Etchy. Love you both. Also, Alpha Sapphire, better game.
I mean, it is winning right now.
We have a $50 donation that says, good luck with the runs, May and Etchy. I'm hoping the Mudkip will be enough to keep me awake for a little longer. Putting this towards the best possible name for Latios, Nox. Smiley face.
Nox, my king.
That's my king. Nox, our king.
$30. We have another $30 donation. Corvimae and Etchy are 2 of the kindest, most lovely runners out there. Happy to see them live. T-Pad and 4th Gen are cool. I want both the runners to have a friend help them through. $15. We've already been through that one. A $6.69 donation from Greta that says, hi, you guys. Good luck, and I really hope you're donating the right stuff. Love you guys tons, rooting for you both. And maybe more one or the other. I'll never tell. Smiley face. We have $16 from Siren that says, haha, Adamant shall win.
No, not thanks, Siren.
Oof. So we do have more Mudkip content on Etchy's side. It's the same list of fights. Do we want to guess what the natures
No, we don't.
Modest Eon couple is? Oh boy. Hearing a lot of adamants.
I'm gonna say modest.
How many of you have actually run or like wanted an adamant?
What?
Latios or Latios.
I got an adamant Latios. What?
We usually like to call that Adamantios or Adamentios.
I call it bad.
And also bad.
Let's go Rash.
Yeah.
Let's go Rash. I'm gonna guess Rash.
Okay.
I've hit myself in confusion.
You know what? I'm gonna go with.
Latang Mist.
I'm gonna go with Jolly, unfortunately. Yeah.
I mean, that's not the worst.
Adamant. So natures in Pokemon. Since Gen 3, every
I've hit myself in
Pokemon
confusion.
gets one of 25 natures, and it's pretty much on a grid. One of its stats will be boosted by 10%, one of its stats will be debuffed by 10%, and 5 of those stats, it's the same stat, so you get what are called neutral natures. So Adamant, in this case, is where your attack is increased by 10%.
Oh boy.
And the modest is
This I might lose this. This is really bad.
No, he'll
Steven
break
can
out. He has
clutch
to
this
break
fight.
out. Yeah, he's fine.
Okay,
Let's
fine.
go, Steven. Shout out to Steven carrying
Steven carry.
my useless butt. All right,
turn
I need the
uncovered.
Latias
Oh, got it back.
incentive name.
All right, if I can just point out that as we're getting close to closing that, we are $45 away, actually, from 2,000.
Wow.
As we
You guys are doing amazing.
All right, so Latios will be with $127. Ha ha, Adamant.
Please be adamant. That'd be so
How do I
funny.
capitalize that? Just like,
It's the first H and the A in Adamant.
like that?
Yep.
As someone has done
It was
many
one word, but we'll
Sapphire
take it.
runs that
I'm in danger.
So
I feel personally attacked.
So an adamant nature increases the physical attack by 10%, and the special attack is debuffed by 10%.
I will never use a physical attack on this
And
Latias.
getting our special attack lowered is bad. It's runnable. All of the, no matter what we get, is going to be considered runnable, but not all Latiases are created equal, and the higher your special attack is, the much better it's going to perform. So we would prefer to not have our special attack lowered, but we just know what's going to happen.
So I actually used
got
too many
one.
bulldozers,
Uh-oh.
but I got a free ether from the Rock Smash. So
Yeah.
I'm good.
Way to
Now
go.
that's resourceful.
I ran this for GDQ Hotfix on Monday, and I got a minus special attack, so I'm fully expecting it to happen again.
The best nature for Mudkip is objectively Naughty,
Naughty's very good.
which is plus attack minus special defense. For Latios, we probably want Modest,
Yeah, Modest is the best one, for sure.
which is the opposite of Adamant. How ironic would that be? But because Latios already has way higher special attack, we don't need the Latios to be Modest. We'll take a neutral, and that's totally fine. So ends up being weirdly enough bold
right.
is the argument for the best
I gotta put my stats in
Latios
quickly.
nature,
It'll
which
be
is
slow,
increased
'cause I'm not good at-
defense.
90?
Wow.
Close.
No,
That's
Uh,
timid.
That's pretty good.
68?
Timid
Max
is quite,
IV special
quite
attack.
good.
Wait, I'm putting these numbers in super wrong. Hold on. 68, 80, 92, 88. This Latias is officially quite good.
That's
good. Yeah, that is a very
wow.
that is a
It's a
very good
480.
Latios. Clap for Latios. So timid, we have plus speed and minus attack. Attack doesn't matter. You don't use fly on Brendan 4, do you?
I do not know.
Okay. So yeah, the attack doesn't matter. So that is a very good nature. And also in terms of the IVs, those individual values, 3 of those stats will be automatically maxed out. And it looked like you did have max.
I got a 4 IV, yeah.
Yeah, very good. Oh,
I almost hit that.
way to go. So since we switched to now a legendary,
let me through.
we're gonna be schmoovin' again.
We will be, and it's actually really nice that May has that plus speed because unlike Omega Ruby, where we will be facing Camerupts, which are very slow Pokemon, we'll be facing Sharpedos,
Which are very fast.
very fast.
It's
so that
really,
plus
it's
speed
a lot worse.
is going to be very nice.
That's
and
gonna be
those
clutch.
Sharpedos are disgusting to face with a Latias, and
What's
the
that
main
sound,
difference.
Etchy? It's your chances of reclaiming this race slowly diminishing.
Are you getting a bad Norman?
No, it's fine.
Oh, it's just because I got a good Latias?
Yes, you got a good luck.
Yeah.
It literally makes so much of a difference.
It really
I mean,
does.
if
Well, okay,
a
here's the
bad
thing.
Latios
You
can
say
lose you
this,
minutes.
But in PSD Marathon, I got the best Latias of my life. It was plus special attack 31 speed, and I died twice.
so it's
I
not a
mean,
foregone conclusion.
It's not like it's not free. This is still Alpha Sapphire. Don't forget it.
It's still very rough, even if you do have a good Latias. Latias and Latios, stat-wise, are the same Pokemon, just
Quick bless up for slacking 2.
Come on.
Just don't get swaggered.
Easy.
and that's good to go.
Sometimes Norman, when
Swagger's
you
not the worst.
so when you heal up,
Applause
if
for
you're in
Etchy
kill
making
range,
it through.
you usually don't get swaggered. But if you're at full health, there's a
Yeah,
chance to get
I've
swaggered.
gotten it many times.
But yeah, Etchy first shot Norman. So aside from your very punished optional,
Yeah.
this run hasn't been too bad.
Yeah, it's in 5.
Would you say it's okay?
It's okay.
This run is okay.
It's not okay. It's not okay.
Paralyze. Because now I still have my Perseverance, so I don't have to re-equip that. I am going to save for Shelly, just because it's technically a range. I don't want to talk to you.
May,
Stop.
I've been informed that you did not accept the nickname on your game.
Did I not?
So you probably hit no after is this name okay? So you'll have to do an extra fly to the name raider.
I will fly to the name raider when I teach fly.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, my bad.
Well, you're gonna be in Slateport anyway.
It is a weird. There's an extra text box where after you nickname the Latios, it's like, is that okay? You must have just mashed a B.
Yeah, my bad.
And that's really easy to do if you're doing hold A mash B or hold L mash B like we were talking about before. It's really easy on those yes/no text
That was
boxes
really good.
to mash B.
Thank you for the reminder.
That was really
My bad,
good.
everyone. I will
This
fix
is your
that.
chance, Etchy. We actually gave you free time
Wow.
save.
Amazing.
Like, May throwing for charity?
Yeah.
Couldn't be.
Well, I'm kind of throwing against charity here, because they did donate for the name, and then I bungled it up real bad.
So,
we
yeah,
get a free
more
cast
plot.
one here, because everyone knows the best thing to give somebody as a gift is a living creature. Don't give your friends pets as gifts.
Actually, weirdly enough, we kind of want this cast form,
It's
but
really
not
useful.
because of the cast form, but because of the item it's holding.
Yeah, it has a Mystic Water, which is like that Silk Scarf and the
Soft sand.
Soft Sand, but for water type moves. And so we're
And
going
we
to
will
use
be
Surf
using that.
a lot, especially in this game.
Weirdly enough, so since this is the first generation with Mega Pokemon, Mega Evolutions, Steven gave us the key ring to use it, and the Latias comes with a Latiasite.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't need that at all. We're just gonna switch out the Latiasite
There
with
are
the Mystic Water.
there is certain stats where you can do a Mega Strat, and I don't do it because I don't.
But you're also running Alpha Sapphire. It's not even an option in Omega Ruby.
Oh yeah. There's like there are some fights where you can do it. I don't because I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, because the Mega Evolution animation is very slow.
Well, it's not. It's like 2 seconds faster or something like that. I don't remember the exact rationale behind it, but it's like a really specific stat range where it's good.
So this is Rival 3. Brendan doesn't know what's gonna hit him here. Like, he's literally just like, hey friend, you want to do a battle? And you throw a legendary in his
Don't
face
worry.
and wipe out his team.
Don't worry, he'll come back a bit more prepared the next time we fight him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here's my Latios.
You're just gonna ride it and not
Yeah.
catch it.
They really tease you in Alpha Sapphire. They're like,
They
look
really
at this
do.
amazing Latios.
I like Latias.
You're not
as a-
getting this.
I like Latias as a Pokemon better, but not in speedruns.
Yeah, they literally take their special attack and special defense stats and just switch them. They're the same
Please don't
Pokemon
confuse me.
otherwise.
Okay.
Even their Mega Evolution
Wow.
is virtually the same.
So yeah, in Omega Ruby, you're not gonna two-shot that Whale Mare. You're just gonna one-shot it, and it's just like even those little things are gonna add up. By the way, watch the text for Brendan right here on Rival 3.
3, 2, 1. Wait, is it the next one? Maybe it's Brendan 4.
Maybe it's 4.
You
I just
distracted
want to watch. Oh yeah, it is Brendan 4. Okay.
It's
Dang
Brendan
it.
4.
We'll wait for him.
My
Brendan
bad.
4.
Unless it was the beating him text and I skipped it.
Nah, I think it might be Brendan 4.
Alright, well, we baited all of you. Haha, you fell for it.
You'll just have to. Stay
I was really
tuned.
close to saying it. I'm glad I did.
We've been allowed one. But yeah, Etchy's on the same thing where he's gonna do the true double fights, which honestly should also be easier because again, Magma is a bit more of a pushover with their Nummels and Camerups. But Steven can still clutch a fight either way.
Just use tree code beat Team Aqua.
Oh, and get the Latios nickname ready. We're gonna need that very soon.
Very soon.
Sitting on it.
Don't forget to sit A.
I will try not to.
Don't pull a Corbin B.
By the way, this is my favorite route music in the game. Route 120.
It's very iconic for
Very
Helen.
triumphant.
Love
Just
it.
wanted to point that out.
Steven, just give us
That's
a bunch
not
of
good.
gifts here. We're gonna run from this Kecleon.
Is that the Silph Scope?
Devon Scope.
Silph Scope?
What is this?
Sylph Scope.
Oh, so the Silph Scope is for ghosts, and
The Devon Scope is for Kecleons.
Kecleon. Did you know there's a Kecleon in the Pokemon Center hot tubs in Lava Ridge? In the girls' room specifically.
Wow.
Go check it out. Like, if you're there and you end up bonking on an invisible object in the middle of the water in the hot tubs in Lava Ridge at the Pokemon Center.
All right, hot tub stream, let's go.
There's a Kekline. Yeah,
Love
you
a
can
good
make it your hot
hot tub
tub stream.
All right.
I mean, I might know some streamers that have done some hot tub streams.
Oh yeah,
I know a couple.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
I forget who, but maybe.
You would never.
Maybe, yeah.
No,
It would-
me
yeah,
hot tub
never.
stream? No.
Never.
Me doing a Pokemon speedrun in a hot tub? No.
Another slight difference between the
Oh,
two
I
games
need
right
my
here.
name. Latios name.
All right, and our Latios name is Squirrel.
Squirrel.
So it's like squirrel, but an O instead of an I.
Oh, I didn't pick up that at all.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. So a little bit of a difference between
that
the two
right?
games
You got it.
Okay, cool.
is I'm gonna pick up Grass Knot here, because we're fighting a lot of water types, and Etchy's not gonna do that because Grass is bad against fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just going to use Surf.
Yeah, it's another benefit. Not only do we get the better legendary, we get some pretty easy fights too.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, so when I run Omega Ruby, the moment I beat Norman and get to the Latios section, I just feel like I relax. Like my shoulders start, dropping a little bit, playing a little bit more relaxed. It's you don't really die all that much. May over here is just gonna keep on stressing.
And the reason why Aqua's bad too is not because water type, it's because they have Ice Fang a lot.
Yeah, that's
And
Ice
well,
Fang does a lot of damage.
water type is also
Water
bad
Fang.
too because like we have Surf
Yeah, that.
as
yeah.
our like best damaging move right now, really.
But yeah, it doesn't help that they always have really fast Sharpedos that have Ice Fang and do a ton of damage and outspeed you. But you're plus speed. So we're about to see how good mine is. I'm a little scared.
Plus speed, I don't think helps that much. It helps a little bit, but it's not like a huge deal.
Let's see if we get the Adamantios.
It's just more important you have the 31.
All right, time to take a look at Etchy's Latios.
Drum roll, please.
And
Is it mild?
Mild.
That is a spray and pray.
So
Latios.
this is a glass cannon, Latios.
Love this
So
for Etchy.
Latios' worst stat is defense. So since our defense is even lower because of the nature, we are very much fragile. Very fragile.
Which will come into play for
on
a few
one
fights.
specific fight, specifically.
Yes.
Usually it's not too much of an issue. But yeah, minus
One.
defense can be a little scary, but plus attack, it's not max attack, it's just high.
2.
But yeah, but Latios has naturally a higher attack than Latias does. So having all that much extra power usually doesn't make a difference because we're using 4 times effective Surf on those camera-ups anyways. What's the difference between having 90 attack versus 100 attack? You're just gonna OHKO it anyways.
yeah, like for reference, I have 20 more attack than Maze Latios.
Yeah, the Latios had 80 attack at level 30 and his had 100.
It's
goes
not
a long
it's not
way.
possible for me to have 100.
Yeah, I think you can only have 90 at the highest.
Yeah, that sounds right. Hold on.
It's 90 or like 96.
Yeah, I think it's I can check. Give me a second.
By the way, Winona is happening here, the flying type gym leader.
Oh, no, it's locked in already.
This fight isn't too bad. She leads the Swellow, that's the threat. The Swellow has quick attack, it's also very fast, it can outspeed you, it has aerial ace. If you get crit at the wrong moment, it can be bad. Otherwise, it's not terribly scary, just that Pelipper has protect at the end. Waste you 1 turn, usually not a big deal.
The worst part is getting double team trolled by the Swallow.
The Swellow has double team,
If you-
which is the worst part of that.
If you have a couple donations, it might be a good time.
Well, donations I sure do have. I have a $10 donation from Zeronius saying, quick question, why do you keep calling me Steven? From Annabelle, champion of the Hoenn Pokemon League.
Let me
And we
down.
have a $100 donations from Spider C with no comment, but thank you.
Thanks, both of you.
We have a $30 donation from Sanjan that says, hello, May and Etchy, may the Adamant Zero IV Special Attack Latios win.
Thanks, Sanjan. So this is my favorite movement section of the game. It's just fun.
There are no trainers to fight here. You It's pretty open, so we just stay out of their vision. There's a lot of
You have
tall
great
grass.
music, great movement, and this part right now, if you're playing at nighttime, there's actually like you can see the stars in the water. It's just beautiful.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's great.
If I had a really, really bad Latias, there's a backup rare candy I could grab to the left. But fortunately, I don't have to do that.
That part always makes me like realize that there's very few parts of the game where you're just allowed to move for more than 20 or 30 seconds without being stopped for a fight. So that's why that part always like.
I also want to mention this because we didn't mention it when May fought Brendan 3 because Etchy's about to do it. Route 119, right before the next city. Usually that's a route, if you play casually, it's almost always raining on that route. But we actually set the date to a specific date, and there's a handful of them where there's actually no rain. It's actually just dry.
Isn't it every 4 days?
I'm not sure.
I thought somebody told me that.
Yeah, it's a cycle of every 4 days.
We do it so it's not raining. And that way we can skip the "it's raining" text in that one fight.
And the game lags a bit on.
It saves like a full second, but we do it. By the way, thanks for visiting me at my workspace at the Weather Institute. That's like my favorite place in the whole world. If you didn't know, I'm actually a professional meteorologist, so I work in a weather center, and that's my Hoenn Weather Center right there, the Weather Institute.
So Mount Pyre is the worst part, my least favorite part of this game. And I know that
this is scary for you.
Yeah,
it's just so cruel compared to Omega
mean.
Ruby.
The reason for that is that we're gonna have a bunch of the grunt fights, and then for
all
May
bad.
specifically, you're also gonna get the mat fight as well.
The mat fight shouldn't be bad with this.
So most of these guys have Mighty Enas, which are always gonna be 2 or 3 shots, maybe for you, 2 or 3 shots.
They're 2 shots.
They're 2 shots, so they'll get a chance to hit us.
And
you
they'll
also
often
have the Carvanas or the Sharpedos.
A lot of the times what they'll do is they'll hit me with Swagger, and then I'll hit myself in Confusion 4 times in a row and die.
Yeah. Etchy's gonna get there eventually, and again, the Mighty Enas are gonna be the biggest threats because they're like the only Pokemon we can't OHKO. So they'll get a chance to use Swagger, and if they don't, they use Assurance, which is super effective. So it'll do a lot of damage. And for Etchy's Latios specifically, it's
really scary.
A lot of damage. So he can't really afford to take a hit and hit himself in Confusion a few more than a couple times.
This game really deals with a lot of accuracy drops and confusion situations, and that could take a really good run and have it spiral out of control quickly.
Did you also get Water Pulse confused?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I saw the
My
first
favorite.
so I was okay.
Okay, I'm confused
And
here.
we got swaggered.
Nice. I'm not as scared of Swagger as I would be if I had like a plus attack 31 IV Latias the other day, and I just murdered myself.
Yeah, so how hitting yourself in Confusion works is that it's based on your own attack stats at attack stage. So that's why Swagger is dangerous, because it increases your attack. It doubles your attack. So if you hit yourself in Confusion, you're actually doing twice as much damage to yourself because of the Swagger hits, or the Swagger buff.
It can be very broken.
But if your attack is garbage, then hitting yourself isn't like... You're not hitting yourself hard. How do Pokemon hit themselves in Confusion?
Oh, good dodge. Okay.
I feel like that wasn't really discussed at any point in the game ever.
No, it wasn't.
They just run around in circles until they like hit.
They have the rubber duckies around their head, and they're just like.
It's just
the rubber ducks hit
It's
them,
just the other Pokemon grabbing their arm and being like, "Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself?"
I always imagine them Pokemon just starting the move and then just falling flat on their face in front of them.
Use Water Gun.
So this is the first part where I'm going to use Grass Knot, which is, again, a difference between the 2 routes.
Can I just point out, since that we beat Winona, we have access to Fly now. So if we die at any point, we're not going to pull an Etchy and have to bike across the entire region.
That's your legacy now, Etchy, apparently.
Fly back to where we were. That was like the worst optional to hit, let's face it.
No, yeah, well, it's up there. You could hit the Ace Trainer. He, like, guarantees you die.
How many fights are you going to save for?
Everyone here.
It's Alpha Sapphire.
Wow.
It's very
This is the
bad.
worst part of the game in Alpha Sapphire, in my opinion.
Yeah, even when I've done marathon runs of this game, usually it's like, oh, if I die, I'll just fly back. But for you, that's, I mean...
Well, because I don't teach Fly until the last fight.
Yeah.
Because I need Dragon Breath to get through it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Omega Ruby gets to You know what? We're just gonna risk dying.
Yeah, I'm gonna teach Fly now.
So this fight's interesting because if you do have a really bad Latias, you can actually use Machop in this fight and utilize that bulldoze that we have.
Specifically, if you get outsped, you'll do it.
Yeah.
Which is not that hard to have happen.
Yes. So plus speed here is nice, just having good speed.
Yeah,
We do have to survive a turn here.
Is it weird that grass not special?
Oh, and the Ice Fang freeze. That is why Alpha Sapphire is so much more
Because that move can both
unfortunate.
freeze and flinch.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you did not know that?
I did not know that. That's
pretty
so
broken.
dangerous.
Yeah, this game's rough.
Oh my
Hey, it's only
goodness.
95% accuracy, so it's fair.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's
Yeah,
why
that's
I
fair.
save before every fight.
You face the more challenging Pokemon in Alpha Sapphire, and you have a worse Pokemon to battle them with. It's very, very sad.
Yeah.
Even Latios wouldn't do like amazing against Sharpedo, but it would be a lot better.
The Machop strat is very reliable, but it's very slow.
Come on, Etchy, use that high power Latios to...
I will, because I'm not gonna have to two-shot anything here, and I don't have to go to +3. That'd be pretty nice.
Yeah, Omega Ruby only has to go to +2 special attack for Winona, unless you're like really low, and you are very nuts.
I am very not, yes.
We're the opposite. Did you dodge that Ice Fang? No.
All right.
there you go.
First
Yeah.
try!
First try. Let's go, Latias.
May.
I can't see again. Oh, my hair.
Is this one of, no, this is 2 times we use Fly in this game. And this is one.
Yeah, we use it twice.
We use it twice, and she's gonna do one more shop just to kind of
Oh, we fought a
and-
Slateport here. This is perfect.
And Name Raider.
yeah, Name Raider.
I don't have to fly that far the way, or like an extra time. Weird, we get the red orb. They colored it wrong.
So I never got that about the evil teams, like the guys in blue go and steal the red orb.
No, they steal the blue orb. And
No,
we get
they-
the red orb.
No,
they leave
these-
the red orb behind.
I thought they steal the opposite orb.
No,
Are
we
you
get
sure?
the opposite orb. All right, well, I'm supposed to like.
That's
talk-
what I thought, but I thought it was opposite. I thought the red guys take the blue orb and you get the red
No,
orb.
I don't think so.
It's all about that blue life, I guess.
So this will be, in theory, our final set of shopping, unless
Unless they
or
play an
Etchy
extra
choose to
thing.
go for emergency shopping before the
Yeah.
Pokemon
Should-
League.
Hopefully, don't need to.
But hopefully they won't need to if they get enough healing items. That could change, but this is all that you, in theory, will need to finish the game optimally.
Oh, that guard spec's gonna be so important. Oh. It is actually very nice that you can get full restores at this point in the game. Really do come in clutch.
This Mar, just in general, is placed so conveniently. Earlier in the run, we faced Rival 2, and that's just after we get X items. It's so nice. Because without X items, that would be a lot more brutal.
Yeah, Slateport kind of becomes our hub. I like that.
And it's a great theme. It's a great
I
theme.
can't type in this stupid game.
Man, that's cruel. You have to write out adamant twice today.
To make up
That's
for
a cruel
it not
joke.
being adamant.
Even when adamant isn't hurting you, it's hurting you.
Oh!
Guys, we are $15 away from 2,000. Can we get there before we get our legendary? That would be amazing.
Because we do have that incentive ready
Yeah.
to go.
Oh, I hope my repel doesn't
Do we
run out
have more
now.
donations? Can we do one quick one?
Absolutely, T-Pat. We have $20 from Siren that says no. Haha, Adamant shall win.
You can do another one.
And I also have an anonymous donation for the total of $13.69 with no comment.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you.
Nice.
We are so close. Let's blow this donation like wide open because we are trying to get the next set of nicknames, which May will definitely nickname correctly the next time.
Yeah.
You know, third time's the charm.
Well, I named it right the first time. I just have to do it again.
Yeah.
Do you want to look? You want to know what those are at right now?
Yes.
We got some time, though.
What's leading?
I guess let
All
people
right.
know what they can go for.
All right, so Groudon has $50 for PSR Diversity, 26 for Hoishin, and $6 for Shiro. And then on the Kyogre side, we have $50 for PSR Diversity, $60 for Burgoger, and $76 is the current leader with Mega Mantine.
Mega Mantine, my beloved.
You still have a bit of time to get those donations in, so please continue to support the OI Foundation.
The command is exclamation point donate, right? In chat.
That would be correct.
Okay, good. I guessed right.
So more grunt. We're actually kind of starting to really get into the meat of the plot of this game. In fact, we don't really fight any more like normal trainers. Like that last guy with the Aeron on the Spinner Falls route was like the last regular trainer fight we do till Victory Road. From there on, it's like all gym trainers, gym leaders, evil team fights, and our rivals. That's literally it. We literally go from the Aeron all the way to the Frostlass.
That's kind of crazy. I never thought about that.
But think about all that movement section that you guys did, and it was uninterrupted. There's no trainers that are in the way. You can just dodge their vision, or if they're spinners, you just dodge them all together.
One thing to note here about like Pokemon abilities. Some of them have pretty annoying ones, but they like aren't always the same. So a Mightyena can either have Intimidate or Quick Feet here. This one has Quick Feet, so I'm always really terrified of using Dragon Breath because sometimes he can outspeed you when you don't expect him to. Because when they're paralyzed and have Quick Feet, they will outspeed you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I have died here many times to that.
Yep, same bud. But May's getting closer to Brendan 4. Which is one of, I think that's the toughest fight in this section of the game.
It's not.
For Alpha Sapphire, it's not. For
It's
Omega
bad.
Ruby, it definitely is.
Definitely is.
The PP max strat though makes it like honestly not terrible. It's still bad, but like.
Because so we fought Brendan a little while ago, and he was like, "You got a legendary." Oh, I was not prepared for that. So now he's a bit more prepared for us having a legendary this time around.
We're really poorly equipped to deal with Sceptile.
Yeah, the Sceptile will have Dual Cuts, which is a Dragon-type move. Dual Chop, thank you. Dual Chop is a Dragon-type move, so it's super effective against other dragons like ourselves. And it hits twice. Both those chances have a chance to critical hits. And it can do a lot of damage.
So, go ahead.
Yeah, for Etchy, that's going to be especially problematic because he has very low defense.
He'll be able to survive unless he gets crit, I think. But it's still going to do a lot of damage.
The strategy I'm doing here is one that the world record holder for this game, Superman, suggested to me, which is I used that PP max earlier, which gives me enough PP on Mist Ball, so that like the strategy we used to use is you use Fly on Sceptile and then hope it doesn't detect it, and if it does detect it, you get caught in a loop and it's just really bad.
I didn't know that we moved on from that. That's fantastic.
It's so much better.
That's a good strat.
It's
I like
slower,
that.
but it's a billion times more reliable.
Yeah, it's way more consistent.
Yeah, so a big aspect of the Latios segment is managing the PP of all of our moves, because we only get one free heal in the entire segment. That was when we go to the nurse. So making sure that you have enough moves is really important to get through the segment, because there are quite a few fights you need to get through.
Yeah, and Mist Ball and Luster Purge, respectively, only have 5 usages each before you have to heal. And in the record route for Omega Ruby, we actually don't even get the PP Max or even any elixirs. We just dodge 5.
Wow.
Sick.
Crazy dodge there from May.
Very good.
Because if one of those had crit, I probably would have died.
Plus all of our surf usages through those Mightyena sections. You get a little tight.
You get dicey.
Yeah.
It's really only Mist Ball that really gets slow because we had the elixir, but Whale Lord's really heavy. If you don't know how a Grass Knot works, it does more damage depending on how heavy the enemy Pokemon is. It's a very weird move, and it trucks Whale Lord.
And if I can just jump in for just one moment, we had a $50 donation come in from Bolo with no comment that puts us over $2,000.
Thank you, everyone who's donated. You're all wonderful.
But make sure you keep those donations coming because those bid wars are still open, and the bid wars have opened up for the later games in the marathon as well. Backyard skateboarding.
What do we have to hit the second bonus game?
I got a big Quagsire.
I'm gonna have to dig for that.
You've acquired the sire.
I did acquire the Sire. Oh,
we will need $450 more to reach the Barney's hide and seek no controller run.
All right, a good friend of mine's
Who's doing that run again?
SWC is.
Oh,
a good friend of mine's
so
running
good.
that. So it better happen, y'all. This is also a bop, this song. Coming up in a little bit is our reward for running off a Sapphire, which is instead of having to do obnoxious diagonal inputs, we talk to a tree. You'll see.
Great trade. Oh. It's so fair.
At first I was just like, wait, what are you oh, yeah, you'll see in a moment.
One thing to note too is pay attention to how the layout of Team Aqua's hideout is, because in my game it's
so
Team
confusing.
Magma's hideout and it's mirrored basically.
But also but like not.
Yeah,
it's also
and like
kind of different.
There's trainers in different places, which means there are some spinner passes that just don't exist in some games. It's confusing.
It's very interesting if you go back and forth regularly between running Omega Ruby versus Alpha Sapphire. It messes with your head like crazy.
That's why I run this game.
Confused.
So yeah, so
you fight the same number of trainers no matter what game you pick, but they're at different points.
Y'all like trees?
Okay.
Just a fan of like their oxygen
love some
producing.
good greenery.
Yeah,
love that.
They
greenery.
brighten up a room. They give us oxygen, which we need to breathe.
The best part is you can
I'm
just
presently
talk to them.
bungeed to one.
Bungeed to one. They give us shade. Sometimes they give us a master ball.
Wow, you
go.
found that in the tree? Oh wait, that item ball disappeared right next to it.
Don't look at that.
Wasn't that so worth it just for exchanging Latios for Latios?
You know what? I do appreciate that.
Great trade.
That Team Aqua is all about the environment. They got water and trees in their base. Really kind of livens up that cave space that they've built.
According to the Pokemon Wikia, Team Aqua is also a more progressive organization as they have more women grunts, which is a diversity win.
Wow, that's cool. I like that.
Wonderful.
Go Team Aqua.
Go Team Aqua.
Go Team Aqua.
Why are you destroying them then? What are you doing?
Because they're gonna end the world.
Oh. Huh. Maybe a little bit of a flaw there.
So I haven't gotten embargoed by anything yet, so I'm overdue. It's gonna be really good. Watch this space.
Do you want to explain what embargo is?
No, we'll get there.
Okay.
We got some time.
We did see it once from me already. I already saw it from my DM.
I think I might have gotten it once.
I mean, it doesn't matter at this stage of the race. It matters at a very
You want to see it early on here.
Yeah, it's good here.
Good.
I want to say Etchy is starting to gain some ground, starting to see that Latios benefit come through.
It doesn't seem like much, but you just chip away. You're usually a couple turns faster on a handful of fights, so you just kind of chip away at it. But it seems smooth because it doesn't look like he's losing any time, but neither did May, so...
No, I did. I died.
Oh yeah, you died.
Yeah, the death and name rating helped me catch up.
And I have the name rate.
Oh, by the way, I love this fight.
And you have Latios.
And I have Latios.
So what are you going to do against 5 Puchianas?
Cry.
Or just use Surf? Meanwhile, we have a donation, it sounds like.
No, I just wanted to say it's time to bowl for some. It's time to go Puchiana bowling.
Puchiana bowling? Wow, you won all 5 at the same time.
It's a strike!
Wow.
Nice strike.
You didn't crit any of them, though. You had 5 chances.
I think I didn't get a spare because that would be a harder hand gesture to do.
You should tell us about the sequel to that fight in round 2.
It's really easy. You just use Surf.
In Omega Ruby, it's a range if you have bad attack.
You face 5 Mightyanas, which all have Intimidate.
So you're at -5 attack. They all activate.
I would say that's cruel, but it's Omega Ruby, so you know.
Etchy is on the Brendan 4 fights.
This is going to be potentially really scary because of that defense. We're
Yeah,
looking out for that dual chop.
How much does dual chop do to you? Do you have to heal
This
that?
looks like
it
it's
could
gonna
kill
be
me.
close.
It could kill me, yeah. It's a range to kill me. But I kind of have to do this. Because if I just
Dragon
heal,
breath
it's not going to help.
Okay, that's fine. You're good. Yeah, it did a lot. Slam did a lot of
Yeah,
damage.
even Slam did a ton.
Yeah,
My goodness.
That was scary.
I don't know exactly what IV my defense is, but I know like
since we
dual
missed
chop
this, since
would
I
be
thought
like
this was the
80
Rival 3 fight and the Rival 4 fight, I want you guys to pay attention to the text that Brendan is going to tell us after that
Oh
battle.
yeah.
Yeah, so this is the 13/16th range, which I hit. Yay, that's Matt. That's Matt too, way easier.
That fight
3.
sucks. That deserves some clapping.
Yeah.
Wait, this fight's easy.
In Omega Ruby, you just click surf and it's so
Not
easy.
with all Latias's.
This fight's not, like, it's such a better fight than the first one.
All right, Brendan, we beat you 4 times in a row. What do you have to say for yourself?
Wait, maybe it was, wait, I think we missed it.
Did we miss it?
I think we missed it. I think it's his death, or like when you beat him on 3. Like
that what
You
before.
were just so fast about it.
Yeah, I think I just mashed it too fast. He says sheesh.
Says she.
Oh God, no. No. Sheesh. No, please no.
Wait, what does he say?
Said sheesh.
You already got your one. You already got your one.
But
He says,
Don't milk it, I swear to God.
it wasn't me. Don't look at me. It was him. Everybody gets 1. Got that crowd. Everybody gets 1.
You've already used it.
can we get a crowd sheet?
No.
Only fake.
This is
why did I
almost as unfortunate as Latias is as a Pokemon.
I take
has
it you're not a
feelings.
she-sure.
No.
No, okay.
No, I'm not actually.
We're definitely divided on this. Not just by
I'm
game,
quite
but
against
by-
that,
oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we should like switch seats or something.
No. I'm staying on this side.
So my
Stay on your
PB,
Alpha Sapphire
in
side.
my PB,
Let's
I
go,
talked.
Etchy.
I talked to this guy in accident. I don't recommend doing that.
Yeah, that guy has a Kadabra, and yeah, it's bad.
No, that guy's not. This guy's not too bad. The other guy's horrible.
Yeah, so Etchy's doing the Magma base, which is in the mirrored layouts. I hope he gets to talk to a tree. I'm not sure how Magma and trees do together.
Yeah, I
but-
don't think that would work.
No.
This gym is actually, all the movement is super safe. There's only one spinner. It seems worse than it is.
It definitely can be pretty finicky. It's easy to get into cruise control with this gym because
Yeah, and then screw up.
if you are like one tile off, then you hit someone very easily.
Also, she always spins in a way that is annoying. She is never nice.
Yeah.
Look at this!
Yeah, see, good thing you didn't just try to, like...
I
you
know, because I've been
Every
burned.
time.
If you've watched Emerald, this is the worst fight in the game. If
Worst
you've
fight
watched,
in TSR, I think.
yeah, it's arguably the worst fight in any Pokemon game. If you've watched Alpha Sapphire, this fight's real. This fight's real easy.
This is like the second easiest gym.
got free
No
nuggets.
trees, but you got a nugget.
I do like chicken nuggets.
You took that so safe.
I always do.
So
I
Etchy
don't
also
like it.
found a Master Ball, but since there were no trees, thanks Team Magma, we actually had to pick up an item in front of it, and be very careful we did not pick up any of the other items next to it, because those aren't items, those are upside-down Pokeballs, otherwise known as Electrodes. And if you've ever seen Etta Rage, that is the exact reason why that emote exists.
A nice thing about a nice quirk about this game is that if you are diagonal to an interactable item or interactable thing on the map, then if you talk to someone or if you hit the A button, you'll turn and face them and interact with them, so you don't have to get like next to them. It's like a unique thing to this game that's nice.
So you can talk to the tree, and since the diagonal item is the...
This is where we
next
reward
closest
Mudkip
thing.
Marshtomp for its service.
Can we get a Mudkip? In the crowd.
Can we get a Mudkip? Kip.
The biggest. Oh, there.
Hey,
we go.
buddy. Yeah, one more time, and then.
That's the fate now,
sorry.
too, like the one in the game.
Yeah, sorry.
So
We salute you. Salute, chat.
Goodbye, ice cream cone. Well, it's not really the ice cream cone, that's a different Pokemon.
Yeah, so Surf is great. Surf is great for that fight because you can just KO the Lunatone and Solrock pretty easily, but it does hit your teammate. But in this case,
It's actually useful.
We actually want
It serves more than
Marshtomp
one
KO'd.
purpose.
If you saw earlier when we only had Mudkip or Marshtomp, if we ever ran past a pairing of trainers, we never activated the double fight because we didn't even have 2 Pokemon on us. That also applies if we only have 1 Pokemon alive. So we want Marshtomp for the HM usage, but we don't want Marshtomp alive because we don't want to do the double battles. So this fight is very convenient to accidentally KO our
Funny
faithful
text box
friend.
coming up in this thing. This cutscene, I like to point it out. And I think every time I ever do this game.
So classic Pokemon game, after the 7th gym, you get to finish the plot of the game, unless you're running Sword and Shield and they just dump it in an elevator section at the end, and it makes no sense, but
So unfortunate.
I know.
But the music's a banger. I love the
The
Oleana
music's
theme.
ominous.
No, not, I mean in Sword and Shield.
Oh, the music's amazing in Sword
Yeah.
and Shield. They went all in on music and
So
all not on plot.
Steven's gonna run over to us, and I'm just look at the little text box. The game doesn't expect our name to be exclamation point
Oh
here.
gosh, it's hilarious.
It's so funny. I don't know why I think it's so funny, but it is. Oops.
So it's supposed to do your name and then an exclamation point. So it's supposed to say like May, but instead it's just an exclamation point. So I always imagine Steven being like,
Ah!
Extra
like he doesn't know,
shocked.
like he doesn't know what to say. He's just like you. Oh, Etchy, did you catch what I named your backup save?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll find out when he does that exact text box.
Oh boy, I'm scared.
I am never trusting you to make a backup save.
It's
for me.
really
fine.
shouldn't.
It's fine.
You're giving me trust issues, man.
Etchy
with-
even approved the Mudkip in the first
I
place.
didn't approve the trainer name.
So now we're gonna go to another bad part of Alpha Sapphire.
So we just fought, like, how many grunts are there? Does just, like, Team Aqua just, like, put posters up around the Hoenn region and be like, join
Yes.
now. And get a free Carvana and a puppy.
Oh, no. No, wait, no. Wrong Pokemon.
Yeah, they give you Puchianos, right? I mean, who wants a free puppy? And they're like, okay, and they
So,
join Team Aqua.
we're gonna use Marshtomp's dead body here to dive.
Yeah, so Marshtomp has 4 HM moves.
I almost taught it to Latias, which would have been bad.
Yeah, that would have been.
I need those Latias moves. They're important. Kind of.
For 2 more fights.
Yeah.
They are an important 2 fights.
They are. It's interesting.
The embargo
Latias
fight is coming
section,
up.
we put so much
I
weight
hate
on
the
it,
embargo
but
fight.
You just shuddered when I said that, too. You just went like,
No.
ugh.
It hates me so much.
Is there a moment while we surf?
Yeah.
All right, I've got a $65 donation from Bolo again with no comment. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. I have a $20 anonymous donation that says, hoping for a great Groudon and Mega Mantine. Nothing but love for Etchy and I. Root for May and Alpha Sapphire. Finish out strong, runners. And I also have a $25 donation with just a single word, Josh. Sheesh!
I gotta go.
oh my god. All right, at least that one was for charity, but like, you guys are the worst.
Thank you for the donations. They're amazing.
I scared you right down the barrel.
Thank you, Josh, for saying what
so-
I'm thinking.
So,
I hate the spinner, by the way.
so that's one of the worst. I think that's one of the worst spinners in
It
the
is.
game.
I hate that spinner.
Because this is very tight movement. There are a few spinners. You're on the bike, so it's a bit not inconsistent,
There's
but
like
it's a little janky.
Yeah.
So you have to be very precise with your movement to not bike so far that you bike into his vision. But he's also not directly against the wall. He's a tile up.
I'm pretty sure what I did was not safe.
Very, very satisfying when you do get it. This movement. This game has great movement to nail down.
Yeah, 2 scary fights here coming up for May.
Yeah. Also, a lot of like one.
I'm
tile
saving for this
gaps.
random grunt, and that seems dumb, but I promise you, this grunt is horrible.
This is one of those few situations where you can't just fly right back to where you were. Where you have to re-dive, go through the base again. So dying here is really slow.
This grunt, if the Mightyena decides to attack me, there's a good chance I die. Ideally, we'll just use Embargo, which, that's coming up soon. Please don't attack me, Mightyena. Okay, Taunt's totally fine too.
Nice.
So Embargo is a move that makes it so you can't use items for 5 turns.
Well, that doesn't seem too bad if you're just gonna Oko them anyways.
Well, this next fight, I have to do a bunch of setup in order to be ready to sweep RG2. because that's pretty much how you do most fights Pokemon speedrunning, is you set up on the first Pokemon, and you sweep the rest. Ow!
Ooh.
So you can see why taking damage
The
hurts.
Latias is singing the song of its people. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Yeah, so since we want to set up an X special attack, or are you going to do 2? Is it 2 X special attacks? I think it is. 2 X special attacks.
Yeah, it'll be 2.
An X speed.
I can get away with 1 with these stats.
But we want to be able to do that without being interrupted. But if we don't get embargoed, the fight is actually not bad because, again, the AI is so weird that Archie is going to want to be faster than us.
Pretend that movement was good.
So he's going to try, in most situations, and again, most situations, he's going to use a move called Scary Face, which usually drops your speed in half.
In general, trainers in this game want to be faster than you.
So instead, we're going to prevent that by using an item called a Guard Spec. It does exactly what the move Miss does, and it prevents any stat drops.
Caused by your opponent.
Caused by your opponent. So even if we had sand thrown in our face, our accuracy wouldn't get reduced. If we had Leer used on us, our defense wouldn't drop. And if Scary Face was used, our speed's not going to drop. But Archie's going to be laser focused into dropping our speed.
Wait, I don't have to set up speed here.
So he's just going to
crazy.
spam Scary Face into our Guard Spec, and that gives us a free setup. So we want Scary Face because it's useless. But if he uses Embargo, they will probably reset.
I actually only have to set up 1 turn.
Plus speed really helps here. That,
Yeah,
that makes us a lot safer.
Yeah, you should outspeed the Crobat.
You have to use a rare candy for it to be possible. The Crobat's incredibly fast. I calculated this recently.
I saw my trainer name.
Good job.
Yeah.
What is it?
My trainer name is
Oh, right.
I had to redeem the reward while you were on the marathon.
So I set up it's a bit safer, just to do 1 more. And it takes the same amount of turns. That didn't kill? That's wild.
Wow. Congratulations on not getting embargoed.
Well done, May.
Now, hopefully that calculation I did a while ago was actually accurate. And that I didn't just screw myself here by not using the next speed.
Etchy's only 2 fights behind, by the way.
I was just thinking that.
You got a little bit closer.
Plot is so fun.
That being said, this is the last Latias fight.
The end of the Latias section is upon us.
Oh, what's that on your screen, May? A Mega Pokemon?
Mega Torpedo? That's illegal. Hey, we went.
Not Gen 6, it's not, but yeah.
That's it for Latias. Let's
Yeah.
go!
Latias.
Thank God!
Only dying once. That's really all you can hope for. Well,
Yeah.
I would hope it wouldn't die at all, but...
So, yeah, except for the death, which is, kind of inevitable,
So
to be
coming up
honest.
with a long cutscene segment. So if you have donations, you got a bunch of time. Pretty much until Etchy gets to Archie, I would say.
Well,
Or
right now,
Maxi.
I'm
Maxi,
sorry,
yeah.
I didn't mean it.
Come on.
yeah, it's Team Magma here. Come on. I have a $50 donation from 100 wieners that says, "Hey, Etchy, I can see you through this little window."
Hi, waiters. Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, this is where Maxi, Archie, God, look what you've done to me. Realizes
done
that he made a mistake. Oopsies.
Just summoning primal beasts that might just drown the entire world or dry it all up. What could possibly go wrong?
How much should the donation be to get May to do a Mega Mantine Cry?
I don't think I could do a Mega Man Time Cry.
You could try.
I could try, but
Etchy hitting
I
that
could do
trainer.
regular Man Time Cry.
You do. Oh, I can do the regular Mantine Cry. I
Yeah.
love that one. It goes meep meep meep. Doot 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 doot.
What?
That's what the Mantine sounds
That's what
like.
Mantine does.
I thought Mantine said.
Can we cut Etchy's mic, please? Did you die? Did you not? What'd you do?
I don't feel bad for you. That is karma.
What happened?
I literally looked away because I was laughing, and yeah,
Wait,
I think he did get
My
instant
bike,
karma.
my bike got stuck right below him, and then he did the spin thing, and I got caught.
Oh.
So yeah, actually hitting that
you
trainer
got Gen
twice.
6 fun?
That,
Yeah, I got sex.
Wow.
The Gen 6
Oh, you
law.
saved there though.
Yeah, I did. This wasn't on purpose, I swear. I did not mean to do this.
You just want to
2
show
times
off the
in a
Gen 6 spin.
row. This is not as hard as I'm making it look. You know what?
we were
No.
talking about this
Yeah.
trainer before.
You know what? We're just gonna do this.
So,
That was
Reset
the most.
so-
That was the weeniest
that
thing I've ever
is the
seen.
weeniest spinner pass I've seen ever.
No.
Yeah.
I think we've been making fun of Etchy a bit too much, but not for that.
Listen, I used my sheesh card once,
Yeah.
and I used it appropriately, and he abused it and got instantly karma'd.
I'm okay
The
with
best
that.
model. So people complain about the 3D models in this game, and I think that's ridiculous because the best model in the game is about to come up. It's so good.
Also,
And it is when Steven flies in, and it's going to be a PS1 quality crow, and I love it. I would die for this crow.
also
Get ready.
Steven out of nowhere.
Yes!
Who's that Pokemon?
I don't know, but
It's a bird.
I'm pretty sure it's Corvimae, but
I mean, I'm
it's
pretty sure
Rookity.
too.
Yeah, it's Rookity.
But yeah, I love the what is this? The not the drought theme.
This
It's
is
not
heavy. No,
Flood.
It's not flood.
It's
is
not
it?
flood.
No, it's called like heavy downfall, I think, or something.
Yeah, because we have
Heavy rainfall, maybe.
Yeah, it's well, Desolate Land. Is
Heavy rain, is that a thing?
Is it Heavy Rain?
No, that's a game.
PS3 game.
Yeah,
So
I was joking.
We'll call it the Heavy Rain theme. I mean, I could call it the Severe Thunderstorm theme if you want to, if you want a meteorological term on it.
I
Inclement
definitely
weather.
prefer this theme over the drought.
Well,
Oh,
it's because
yeah.
the drought theme sucks.
Yes. Yeah.
So be very glad that we're using the Alpha Sapphire audio because the drought theme is just.
You're not
That's
missing out on much.
No, that's it. That's it. All right, Etchy, do not get embargoed.
I'll try.
It's not as bad if you get us embargoed as if I do, though. So you got that going for you?
Ugh. I'm gonna get embargoed.
The problem with embargo is that we can't set up later because Crobat has a move that
Haze.
that resets all of our combat stages. At the very least, in this game, we need to be at +1 in order to kill the Mega Sharpedo.
So the stupid thing about that fight is that the most optimal way to set up your X items is to go X special attack, X speed, and then X special attack again. That's to protect from
Yeah.
which embargo turn, but that's also stupid.
And
so
slow.
you just X special attack, and then X speed, or the other way around.
80 speed is 31, I believe.
This
Yes.
is
That's
where
a 31.
Steven
Yeah,
reads
so
us
make sure
his
you-
Spanish poetry
because
for a
the
bit.
88 is the
Right.
plus speed.
This rain, people in Pokemon need rain to live, but why does it fill us with so much dread?
So Etchy just asked me about the stats that correlate. We know at level 30 what our IVs are going to be, and you need 30 to 31 IV speed to outspeed the Crobats. And if you do that, you can skip the X speed. May had that easily because she was plus speed.
Yeah.
But anything else, it's like
No, it's
need
not
that.
easy. If you don't grab an extra rare candy, you get outsped. You have to use it unless you have 26 positive with a rare candy.
Yeah, it's because
Wow.
The notes actually say, used to say that if you were 31 without one, that you outspeed, you tie.
No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't
Oh
risk
my.
ties.
Yeah,
we
I
don't risk speed
recalculated
ties
it, and
here.
it turns out it was wrong.
Oh my.
And that comes up again in the E4. There's a situation where if we have 31 IV speed, we're fine. If we're 30 or lower, we have to use the X speed. So we very much need to know our IVs down to like the points.
Supa and I spent like 20 minutes being like, wait, is this wrong? Did we calculate the same thing? We both think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. Uh-oh. You should never do that.
And the other weird thing is that since these are different trainers, even though they have the same Pokemon, they could have different. They could theoretically have different stats, different natures, different abilities. Like they're different trainers, so they have different Pokemon.
Yeah.
And this happens with like the Mighty Yanas that have Intimidate versus Quick Feet.
Yep.
They can have different natures. That's usually the one that throws us off when we're calculating this, is that an enemy Pokemon might have a plus defense nature in one game, but not in the other, so it makes the calculations different. So you very much have to calculate it for the specific game.
This part of the game's really fun because we just mash a lot.
Yeah.
It's fun and it's
I'm
painful.
officially caught up if you ignore the fact that
You're the
May
cutscene
is
behind.
much further ahead in the cutscene section, but
Yeah, we feed this. We have to
equal on fights.
Yeah, we're equal on fights.
We're also going to need the Kyogre name very,
No,
very
it's not that soon.
It's still like 5
There's
minutes.
No, you-
Yeah, there's still a whole cutscene or two.
Yeah, soon. So you have a chance to snipe right
But your
now.
time is running out.
Yeah. Who's
Get those
leading for
donations,
Kyogre
guys.
right now?
All right, let's see. Kyogre.
I can't believe I didn't get that encounter.
Mega Mantine is leading by $16.
Oh, that's
Mega
close.
Mantine.
That's real close. Someone could snipe it.
Can I have a Kyogre? Is there another Kyogre?
I got the big one.
Yeah.
We have no Groudon.
We have
so
no
I'll spoil
Groudons
that
here.
already.
Yeah, because I
But-
brought them all. So what do you expect?
Yeah, they're May's plushies, so of course she has 2.
Why, I want
There it
the
is.
big boy.
Oh, I almost backhanded it.
Treat my Kyogres with
All right.
respect.
Let's
Treat
go.
my
Oh,
Kyogres.
Caught it!
Okay.
Hey!
This I really like this one because its arms are so like.
I know.
This is like.
That's baby.
This is the
That's
weenie
baby.
one.
That's the one in the cutscene.
This is the mega one.
That's
for sure.
Mantine. This is
So
Mega
we're gonna
Mantine.
see that Mantine.
That's Mantite.
We're gonna see that that Kyogre in a second here in the cutscene coming up when we see mini Mega Mantine.
These are the primal ones too, because they have all the
Yeah.
symbols on the side.
No.
No, wait, no. The primal
No,
ones are
they're
yellow. Or like they have a yellow thing going on, don't they?
No, these are definitely normal.
Yeah, this is normal. All right, mini Mega Mantine coming up right here. It's super, super cute. Look how baby it is.
Baby!
Schmoll.
This is messed up. This makes me want to start doing Alpha Sapphire runs again instead of Omega Ruby.
I mean, somebody suggested you should do a 45 Megastones run earlier in this run.
What was that, T-Pat?
What?
I can't hear you. Your mic is cutting out. I can't hear you on my. No, I can't hear.
So did you know that,
Can't hear you right
that
now.
Josh spent time trying to route a Sharpedo into his Megastones run
Oh.
just because of the surf speed?
I heard
Mantine has its own surf sprite and swims faster than normal
Specifically
Pokemon.
Mega Mantine. Regular Mantine does not do that.
No. But
So, by the way,
Sharpedo is actually the
Sharpedo
fastest
is
surf
really
speed
fast.
in the game.
When you get to the
It's
center of
literally
the
bike
earth-
speed in the water.
And I was trying so hard to route that out into a
Yeah.
speed run because we do a lot of
Megastone speed
surfing
run.
in 45 Megastones, and I just couldn't get it in. Like it was just like, it was like 20 seconds slower, and that's under like decent conditions.
and we're gonna need the
So-
name in like 30 seconds.
Seriously, if you guys have a Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, catch a Sharpedo and surf with it. It's so
way
much
better.
fun.
It is so much
It's
fun.
fun. It's
Yeah,
great.
it is fun.
It's so fast. You'll be so surprised.
Or,
at how fast
or
can
you could
surf.
do a randomizer with Shen, a Gen 3 randomizer, where you could just bike on the water.
What?
You can bike on the water.
What?
In Gen 3 randomizers. Yeah. Emerald.
That's cool.
No Sharpedo needed. You just bike so fast that the tire is just like skim across the water. At least that's how I imagine it. Is that an alpha symbol on your screen?
Yeah.
There's the big one.
The teeth.
Wow, that
The
alpha.
chompers.
I got that Alpha Sapphire grind set. Sorry for that joke.
The joke deserves a shoo.
No.
Etchy, you're gonna get a modest
Etchy.
Groudon now, bro.
Good. That overheat will do more damage.
You can use overheat with literally 0 IV.
I need it. I need the name now. Give roughly.
Yeah, so that tree Master Ball that we got
And
is
that
really useful.
is Mega Mantine. Both capital. These are capital.
Wow, first ball.
First try. So much better than the Rayquaza catch. You shut her, I'm fine with it.
Sucks. I mean, it feels like it should be worse than it is, but
What is the catch rate for the Kyogre / Groudon, do you know? Compared to
It's the low. It's like the 3. So even if you try to use a Quick Ball on the Groudon Kyogre, I think it only goes up to like 1-point-something% at best. So you.
I named it. Yeah.
So this is a long cutscene.
This is what's known as the bathroom break for this run.
Yeah.
If you run this game, This is where you sprint to the bathroom and relieve yourself if you need it.
It's like a 2-minute cutscene. Like you got
It is a
you
big
got time to wash your hands
cutscene.
and everything.
I 0%.
You don't have to do wash hands.
I 0% can make that happen in time. All
Wash
are built
and
different.
skip. Come on now.
If I can jump in with one donation
Yes,
here.
please do.
I have a $10 donation from Groucho Barks that says Mega Man time. Go May and Etchy, finish out strong.
Thanks, Groucho.
You guys are doing awesome. Round of applause for the runners. Doing amazing.
Absolutely. Shout outs to Etchy and Corvimae for putting on this amazing show for the charity here at Midwest Speedfest.
Oh, stop.
So since we have the cutscene and you already have the Kyogre, please explain why Kyogre is good.
Okay, so I don't know if we ever explained it, but there's a thing in this game called same type attack bonus, which means that if you use a move that is the same type as the Pokemon, it is 50% stronger.
Like a Pikachu using Thunderbolt.
For example, yeah, that's a good example. Additionally, if Kyogre's ability is Drizzle, which makes it rain for 5 turns.
I love rain. We have a lot here in Minneapolis.
Rain boosts the damage dealt by water moves by 50%. So, and that's multiplicative. So essentially, all water moves you use in the first 5 turns are 2.25 times effective.
Yeah. So if you use Surf from a water type in the rain, it is going to do a lot of damage.
Groudon causes Drought, which is the same thing but for fire. But Groudon is a ground type Pokemon, so it doesn't get that double boost.
And we at times don't even use fire
It's why
moves.
it's theorized that the games optimally are pretty similar, with like if you got like a perfect run on both, runtime wise, because the Kyogre section is better than the Groudon section, marginally.
Marginally, but you have to suffer through the Latias section. And
Exactly.
That's why the top times for Omega Ruby end up faster, just because the Latios section covers. But in an ideal, most theoretical, best world, Alpha Sapphire can have the best possible time.
We don't
getting there is
technically
so.
know that, but
Yeah, again, very theoretical.
It's been theorized. Nobody really knows.
So meanwhile, Groudon won't get those boosts. Instead, we're just going to teach it Sword Stance.
Yep.
Omega Ruby is
And that's
also,
just how we're going to do our damage.
Omega Ruby is also more popular of a game, so it just has more iterations.
And you're more likely to finish runs, and this is
Exactly.
true. And this is great for any beginners that want to play this game. Finishing runs is the most important thing you can do as a beginner. You should always save for Hideki and all the bad fights, because even if you lose time from a death and resetting, just finishing runs is going to get you more experience. You're going to get a lot faster, and there's a way to make all of that up. It's only until you get to those top times.
So I got a show of hands in the audience of anyone who's tried an Alpha Sapphire recently.
How recent is recent?
Obviously you have. None of them are paying attention to me.
No, they're definitely not.
That was awkward.
I mean, so there's so many plushies going on back there.
All right, what nature am I gonna get?
Crap.
Oh, just get timid again.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'd be actually
Just get
very
double
good for
timid.
Timid's quite good.
Having like max speed on either of these legendaries,
Is
which both
very
have
good.
the same speed stat, is actually very good. We can outspeed Drake's Salamence if we have max speed. It's very rare to happen, but can happen on occasion. Do you know I've never had a plus attack Groudon? Never. In
think I
my
had a plus-
entire history of this
have.
game, never had
Shocking.
it.
You know,
It's
never,
really nice.
I've had plenty of 31 IVs,
Here
but
we go. Moment of truth.
Nope.
Hopefully I get a decent one here.
You don't deserve one after how much
No.
you said sheesh.
Sheesh, man. Calm down.
Oh, no.
It's timid! I guess
That's bad.
That's not timid.
Wait,
That
no,
is-
it's not.
That's the inverse.
Oh, it's the
Jolly.
inverse.
The
It's-
inverse of the Latios.
I saw the
That's
colors and I was like, wait, no, opposite.
That's not. Is that good special attack?
No, it's mediocre.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this thing's
Yeah.
not it.
So
That
that
is
would
not
be
very good
That's
Kyogre.
brave nature.
You know what else this means, May, by the way? The fact that you're in the lead?
You're right.
It means you can't do Blue Orb Glacier.
Why does it not mean that?
Because you got to show him a good time. And
I
you
mean,
have time to blow.
I probably will if I
Yeah.
have time to blow.
I mean, you have such.
But I don't know why the
try it
nature
out.
affected that.
No, it didn't. I'm just saying.
Okay, yes.
No, it's because the Kyogre's brave, and you got to be brave, too.
Yeah, be brave, May.
Yeah.
I don't like being brave.
Also, we're gonna need the Groudon name very soon too.
Yeah.
So just get that ready.
And now we're approaching the final gym of the game, which Honestly, the hardest part about it is the gym puzzle.
Yeah,
The gym puzzle can be brutal.
Wallace is fine. Again, we got a brand new legendary, a 6-level increase because the Lattes finish at level 39 and we get these guys at 45. So the puzzle is the most dangerous part. So,
I'm gonna save for him.
do it as... and you blamed him for doing weenie strats and you're just going to
I know.
save before the ice puzzle.
SMH.
Keep your eyes on the prize.
But yeah, it's basically. Can you die to Wallace? I feel like T-Pat. You
might
probably
be
say
able
like
to.
I've died to Wallace before.
Maybe.
You've died to Wallace?
I can't imagine a world where you die.
I don't
I
think
think it's
I don't think it's
possible, yeah.
possible.
I mean, like
Because
if you
you
keep getting
just equip a-
confused and you don't heal it or something,
You just
maybe.
have a person berry and win.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you do perseverate.
Wow, that was
That was-
a
that might have
been the best.
very,
That's
Not
very
even the
clean
best I've
ice
ever done that
puzzle.
in my life.
Incredibly
Oh,
clean. That is the best I've ever seen the
Groudon
ice
name
puzzle.
right
done.
now.
Well
Groudon
done.
name.
And your Groudon's name is Shiro.
That's my dog's name.
Shiro's
how
a
you spell my
very good
dog's
Why
boy.
can't I do that in PB attempts?
That was amazing, man. That was
really
like
good.
so cool to see in person.
That was really good.
That was an
did you save
amazing
for
ice
that?
puzzle.
Uh-oh. No, you can't leave all the plushies on the ground.
Guys! Wait!
All right, hold on.
Where are they all going?
I'm going to go save the plushies.
Thank
Go
you.
save the plushies.
I appreciate you.
Protect them at all costs.
We have lost the crowd.
We have to protect them all.
I just didn't think I'd get betrayed in the middle of this run so egregiously.
We really need them to come back so they can give Etchy's Groudon some bad luck. All right, the plushies are now being seated in their own chairs. They all look very happy.
This is the much better audience back here.
They're happy to be here. Can confirm.
This is actually very cute. I'm very here for it.
Reason for this is because it's the bathroom break. They're all taking a bathroom break.
Got it.
Etchy, do you want to go with them? It is your bathroom break.
That's a great reason to just dump all
Why
the
are you guys
plushies
coming
on the floor,
back?
guys. Thank
We're
you.
happy with the plushies.
Yeah, the plushies don't... May was playing the game. Wasn't her bathroom break. I love our community. I really do want to shout that out. like
Yeah, they're great.
these guys are so amazing. It's actually like my first time meeting pretty much all of them in person, and I feel like I've known most of them for the last 2 years, and I really can't say thank you to like, you know, our corner of the PSR community because like everybody is so nice and so kind and so supportive, and at times they're kind of hilarious. By the way, happy birthday to Fortunate here. So
Happy birthday, Fortunate.
Get the happy birthdays in chat too.
Happy birthday.
I want to see everyone in chat wishing them a happy birthday.
And it's honestly like without these guys, like none of us would probably be as good of speedrunners as we are because we all support each other so much.
I wouldn't be
It
running
is-
this game. This was my first ever Pokemon speedrun. Shout out to Pulse Effects in the crowd. Wouldn't be doing this without you, buddy.
Yeah,
No, he just said no. It was not because of me. Okay, never mind.
And then you told me to run this game, but
Wow.
you also told me to run
I
Omega
asked-
This is
Ruby.
terrible. Alpha Sapphire is a scam.
So the reason why I ran this,
Pulse Effects has told me that I picked the wrong one.
so okay, typical story. I asked Etchy for a game to run, and he was like, "Oh, no, not. Hold on, let me think for 1 second." And he was like, "Oh, you should do ORAS." And then I was like, "Okay, well I have Alpha Sapphire," so I started running Alpha Sapphire, and he was like, "Oh, that's not what I meant."
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, so this is definitely a very good beginner speed run. It's easy to pick up.
You guys should pick this up. We allow for emulator runs now on
Yeah.
the leaderboard. They have their own leaderboard, and you know it is an over 3-hour run, but relatively speaking,
For
to other
Pokemon games, that's
for
not
other
too
new
bad.
Pokemon games, that's really short.
Yeah.
And
You know, Sword and Shield are over 4 hours. X and Y is almost 4 hours, and at the beginner level, it's gonna be even longer than that. So
How long is Ultra Moon?
Why am I like this?
Ultra Moon?
very
Ooh.
long and also very dangerous. That is
Almost
very
6
dangerous.
hours.
Everyone
Over
loves an
6
ultra
hours.
wormhole.
But recommendations for new speedrunners to do Gen 6 or up is because there is no RNG manipulation.
There's no frame perfect
you
tricks
can
that you need
pick
to
up
hit.
the game and just play it. And playing the game is great because we know from our friend Pulse Effects that Fire Red, Leaf Green resets are awful.
Yeah, so play this game, okay.
He is nodding his head
By the way,
aggressively.
if you want to see Fire Red, Leaf Green in this marathon, our friend Poke Guy is actually going to run that. Tomorrow, right? Tomorrow. So please watch the Fire Red, Leaf Green
Let's play what I'm doing, friends.
He's pretty good. He'll probably hit them in
so
the first try.
May is depositing and withdrawing the Kyogre. That does heal it. Actually, not only is that quicker, but that ensures that the Machop stays not alive, unfortunately.
Yeah, we have to do that menu in a very particular way.
Yes.
What'd you get?
Modest.
Modest?
Wow. So
Do you want to trade?
No,
I gotta look at my
because your
stats,
nature
though.
is.
Not good too, I know.
Yeah.
29.
Wow, that is very bad attack.
Oh,
That is
that's
very, very low attack.
bad.
This is going to be really rough
What was
endgame
the
for
value
Etchy.
again?
129. That's
Oh
that's
my goodness.
maybe-
Is that minimum?
buddy.
It's not minimum.
No,
Well,
I
no,
think
that's like
126.
single.
I've seen the
That's
minimum.
like single digits.
That is tied for my lowest attack.
Fortunately, I can use Overheat to overcome some deficiencies, but yeah.
So, and the other thing is we're using Sword Stance anyways. If we just go to +6, like, we're fine.
Yeah.
But we have to go to +6 instead of +4 in a few scenarios.
So it's just
Ow.
extra time loss.
My own face.
So this Frostlass is actually quite dangerous because the Frostlass is fast. And it will almost always go for Confuse Ray turn 1 and confuse us. And
Oh my
I
god!
sure wish you would stop hitting yourself in confusion because dying on this fight is really bad because even though we warp back to that Pokemon Center, the Machop will be alive.
We would need to
we would have to
re-kill the
re-KO the Machop
Machop.
again. We don't want to do that.
Etchy doing the ice puzzle now.
I'm free! Ah! Etchy,
Yeah.
sorry, I picked an age to
Yeah,
really
that
be
is,
good at the
that,
ice
is
puzzle.
that is legitimately a scary fight in both games.
Oh my god, out again.
Etchy.
Okay, okay,
Very
okay,
clean ice
okay,
puzzle as
okay.
well.
Stairs are bosses
Well
too.
done, Etchy. That
There's
is
a photo
very
of me
hard.
And
Screwing up those
in
stairs for
Omega
about
Ruby,
10
we
seconds.
actually started using overheats as a not only through the Elite Four, but on that fight specifically because it makes that Ace Trainer much safer.
Yeah.
So instead of like a 50% chance to not hit yourself in confusion, we just go for the 90% overheat turn 1
Yep.
to win.
A lot nicer. Just
If
trying to
over-
minimize
if-
the RNG without like losing too much time.
If I didn't have to hit 4 overheats in the Elite Four, I think
What's overheats?
that would be
Is
amazing.
over-
90%.
90%. It's better than Precipice Blades.
But it's one of the few moves where we can take advantage of droughts by getting
God,
the,
Yeah.
this
by
thing's
getting
so
the boost.
slow.
That's like the frustrating thing between Kyogre and Groudon is Kyogre just benefits so much more from rain than we do from drought.
Yeah.
It's really frustrating.
Well, look. It could be worse. You could have the red Latios.
Well, we have the red Groudon.
The red Latios.
Ooh, shiny. Oh.
No.
Oh, no.
Wait a second.
So,
Yeah,
well,
if
it's
we
really
could just
easy.
run all the
Don't have to worry
blue
about it.
Pokemon between the two games.
That would be great.
That would be great.
Mudkip, Latios,
Kyogre.
That's
That
a
would be
dream.
the optimal run.
No, because this wouldn't be a race because no one would run the other game.
That's a good point. Oh god,
Honestly, though, that being said,
imagine
putting
Torchic into Latios,
putting
into
Latios-
Groudon.
Oh,
in-
no.
putting Latios in Omega Ruby wouldn't be that bad because it would deal with the fire types a lot better than just the water types.
Still,
You
yes.
want that extra strength for the water types?
It's Team Aqua specifically.
Yeah, exactly.
So you want all the blue characters, but you don't want your villain team to be blue.
Yeah, Latios would deal in would be
Yeah, it would
a
actually be
decent bit
okay.
better here in this game. Yeah, it's unlucky.
I don't think Game Freak designed the Pokemon games to be speedrun.
Really?
I don't think.
Shocker.
Really, that's crazy. My hands would definitely agree.
That's crazy talk. They wouldn't put in a patch in their most recent game that would make all the menus slower and thus impossible to get
bag.
best times at a top level.
Yeah.
No, it would never do that.
That would never
That could
happen.
never happen.
You get to teach all your moves now.
Well, I just need to teach Waterfall to Latios.
one of the worst spinner, or not like worst, but most annoying spinner passes in the game.
So we have the Dragon Tamer.
It's the final spinner pass.
Da 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 da.
We got to pass him twice, so.
Ha.
Okay, he gave you a pretty good pattern.
Right.
You were just a little close.
Yeah, I was worried that he was going to spin on me there.
I mean, the only thing that makes that a little bit tough is you're biking down, so your visibility of when to stop is a little narrower.
The cave is dark, so it's hard to see for sure.
I always tilt my DS like I look at it almost lengthwise to get a little bit more brightness contrast out of it.
That's it for potential optionals for May.
Yeah.
Well done, well done.
All the
Wally's
trainers that we're
usually
going to
pretty
see.
safe. I'm still going to save for Wally just because I am a bit low. And I can get crit by Magneton. That's kind of the only way we die.
So Wally, our good friend who taught us how to catch Pokemon in the first place, a skill we only used once in the run.
With the Master Ball.
He's got a banger theme. I love
Oh,
this
yeah.
theme.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I want to see the whole crowd headbanging to Wally's theme.
Look how
All
slow
right,
we got a
at
couple.
least 2 people are paying attention now.
At least Josh and I are doing it.
Not as good as Mirror B. Love some salsa, but this is quite good.
Bungie knows what's up.
Yeah, let's go, Bungie. Woo! What a sick theme for
Wally
Wally.
actually has like a really cool team. I believe it's the same team in Emerald, save for the final Pokemon. He'll have a Gallade instead of a Gardevoir. But you know, he took his training to heart. He's got a good balanced team, a lot of different.
He has a
types of Pokemon.
Mega Evolution.
Does
That's
have a Mega
cool.
Evolution.
This fight is a lot easier, and
Yeah, Omega Ruby.
because Ice Beam is just good.
The Kyogre, like only having both a water type move and an ice type move gives you insane coverage, surprisingly.
It's
deal
just
with
'cause
basically
you don't
everything.
have, except for water types, which makes Glacia specifically a little bit of a pain.
Oh! I got frozen by Tri-Attack.
Oh,
Nice. Classic.
Yeah.
Is that classic?
The Magneton
Yes.
is really the only hiccup in the run because it has sturdy, so you cannot one-shot it. It will always live on
run. In the run, I disagree with that.
No, oh, in this fight, I should say. So yeah, I will use Tri-Attack.
Yeah, it's the only. The Altaria doesn't really threaten us at all.
And it's a problem for me because Altaria has Cotton Guard, which drastically increases its defense, which matters a lot more when you're a physical attacker.
Oh boy, Mega Gallade. I can't wait to see what it does.
I don't think you're gonna. So Etchy might have a problem because he might be outsped by the Mega Gallade.
Are you slow too?
No.
No, you're not. So you're slow.
I'm the slow one.
You're the slow one. Okay.
Yeah, my speed's
Then
fine.
you outsped.
You need to be very, very, very
your
low
stats
speed. You need
mixed
to
up.
be
But I have
literally
31
zero.
IV, so.
Oh, then you're fine.
Yeah, you need
it's
0 to 3
it's like,
speed, I think,
Yeah, it
with
was like
minus
0 to
speed.
3, 0 to 4, like.
Just means I'm gonna die to Glacia.
And she has low attack. That's what it is, not low
Yeah.
speed. It's gonna be
I have
fun.
good special though. That's relevant sometimes, maybe.
All right, and May is off to the Pokemon League. Only 5 battles left.
5 battles to go.
Good thing they're all super easy. Oh no.
Yeah, this league is actually pretty tough.
I think you should go Orbless. Orbless sounds fun. Maybe we can debut. We could show Sheer Cold.
I'll say
I
this.
love Sheer Cold.
I'll say this about the orbs, but I'll let you explain the Alpha Sapphire fights because you know them way better than I do.
Yeah.
So we don't use Mega Evolution in the run, but we do use the Primals.
We can,
but
not always.
we
We
can.
don't want to.
Omega
ideally.
Ruby will for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, so we'll use the Primal Evolution via the Blue Orb and the Red Orb, which will make some fights safer or faster or better, but at the cost of the animation itself. So like Mega Evolution, the Primal animation is very long. But all the fights are very complicated.
Yeah.
So
you
since
get
you're
really
the
big
E4,
benefits
go
out
for
of it though, so sometimes it is just the right thing to do.
Your stats get crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can make like Groudon like a good special attacker by being primal but not normal. How's your Sydney fight on Alpha Sapphire?
Pretty bad.
Because I think on Omega
I think
Ruby it's the most
been
complicated
rerouted
fight.
since I ran.
It's pretty bad. I have like a cheat sheet that I use because the full fight is stupid complicated to the point where I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, Sydney, I think, is the most complicated fight. He's the Dark type Elite Four member. He leads a Mightyena, which also has Swagger, which is super annoying for everybody involved.
It's more advantageous for
More
me.
useful with Groudon,
Yeah.
for sure.
But we have our own disadvantage. So I'm assuming you have to set up plenty.
Huh?
You have to set up
I set up
plenty
1x speed,
and just let the rain carry.
pretty much. I mean, if you're at full health, his shift tree will often use fake out on you,
Yeah, he
and if
usually
it
goes
doesn't,
fake out.
then it's a bad time.
Yeah,
Which can happen.
the shift tree is actually a problem
Like that.
because it has Leaf Blade.
And thank goodness that did not crit because Leaf Blade is
It's a
high
high
crit
crit
ratio.
Am I stuck?
Uh-oh.
Wait, no, I have speed, don't I? Yeah, I have speed. Hold up. I did not need to heal there.
So in Omega Ruby, the problem is that we set up Drought, and that shift tree has Chlorophyll, so it's always faster than us. So it always
Chlorophyll
gets
literally
that.
doubles its speed in the sun, which is very
But
scary.
that's brutal for us. And again, Leaf Blade will, since we're ground type, also is super effective against Groudon.
That's the wrong move.
Oh!
Oh, that was dumb.
0 for 1 on the Elite Four.
This
I did that.
The E4 are actually dangerous.
Kind of close.
Also, if you're wondering why we don't use any of the Eons in the Elite Four, it's because all 4 Elite Four members are super effective against the
It's like they
Eons.
planned that.
It is literally like they planned that. Yeah.
That was my first, really big mess up there. Honestly.
Dark Ghost
I messed up on
Ice
Sydney a lot
Dragon.
for
Yeah,
some
they're
reason.
super effective.
Sydney's the most
Sydney's
straightforward
hard.
fight, yeah. So yeah, this fight can go funky for me. It kind of just depends on how Altaria. It's really just Altaria that like affects how bad this fight is, and it's really just because Cotton Guard's.
And it's not the only Altaria we see. Yeah, Cotton Guard
Yeah.
can screw us up because basically if we see Cotton Guard, we have to match Sword Stance, and if it Cotton Guards again, we have to go to +6, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you'll see it be more of a factor on Drake, as Teapot was kind of alluding to.
And then all
Very
the
at least
Alpha
their
Sapphire-
turn one's really nice.
All the Alpha,
keep thinking
Alpha Sapphire
Smackdown
runs
on
are
that.
like, Ice Beam, go burr!
Yes.
Fake out this time,
This is
please.
going to be close.
Why are you so mean?
Wow, another Leaf Blade. Luckily, no crit there again.
Do you die to a crit in that, or is it close?
Oh, you died to a crit.
Yes.
You died to a crit. That's
That's
bad.
crazy. Because
bad.
Leaf Blade's high crit chance too. Leaf Blade's kind of scary for like it's super effective against Groudon too.
And we can't outspeed. You either have to stall out the sun, so you basically can't put Shift Tree in there until turn 5 at the earliest, or you just try to tank a Leaf Blade and hope you're still not in Sharpedo's Aqua Jet range.
This
Yeah,
is
Chlorophyll's annoying.
a range. Which I hit.
All right.
Good.
Through Sydney.
One down.
One down.
That's not supposed to go.
So the next Elite Four member is Phoebe, the Ghost type Elite Four member. Phoebe leads a Dust Skull.
Dusclops.
Dusclops.
That's fine.
Very tanky. Very,
Very
very
tanky.
tanky Pokemon.
It's fine. It's raining. We just,
Yeah,
So
we
yeah,
just
so
rain
you're,
carries.
you're
hit
very
surf.
much fine.
Rain
not
carries with Kyogre.
if you're not negative, you're pretty much always fine.
If rain lasted forever, then Kyogre would be amazing, which is why we love the Blue Orb, because that makes the rain last forever.
It's permanent.
It's just too bad that the animation takes very,
So
very
long.
long.
Don't forget to look for the spooky ghost in the background.
There's a spooky ghost
Yeah,
to the chair.
Coming up.
So there's that chair that you saw like Sydney sitting in. Yeah, watch that chair in the
It's like only a
Cutscene.
couple frames, but you gotta keep your eye on it.
because
I
you know
stopped
our
early.
speedrunners are actually pretty good at mashing, so you only see like a couple frames of it.
And now we're going to have Etchy and May both in the Pokemon League at the same time.
Yeah.
That's pretty spicy.
I'm gonna do actually a different strat here as well.
I don't want to not do. I want to show off Primal Kyogre for the fans. I'm here for the fans.
So
I think the fans want to see Orbless.
Oh, I hate Orb. I've been burned so many times.
I think the fans want to see Orbless.
I think so
You're
too.
still Orbless.
5
Yeah, but
you can do it one time.
Orbless.
I hate it here.
Gotta give the people what they want.
But so yeah, so I kept Machop here, which you wouldn't do if this was like a normal. We never talked about any percent timing stuff.
Right, we should probably talk about that.
Later.
Okay. But yeah, so it's.
You're going for
I'm gonna
spikes?
get it. Yeah, I'm gonna get an advantage on I almost combined Steven and Champion. Stampion.
Stampion.
Champion.
My
Get it up for
favorite.
Stampion.
It's like Royval.
Exactly.
Plus, you have a safety revive too.
Exactly. So it's just more safe as well. I have 3 revives about it.
So May, you're just well, you do have to hit that origin pulse there.
You have 2 tries.
You have 2 tries, okay.
So that's not too scary.
So
then.
origin pulse, like Precipice Blades, is 85% accuracy, but it is also very, very powerful.
I was convinced to start doing it by Supa.
There are rubber baguettes being passed around in the crowd.
Yeah. I heard they're very
Can I
soft.
see
They're
that?
weirdly soft.
Oh my
Weirdly
god.
soft. There's one up here.
It's so soft.
So
Wanna
that
feel my
Some of them
baguette?
smell weirdly
No thanks.
buttery. It's really confusing.
So that Phoebe fight it's simple. It doesn't look particularly
This is a
dangerous.
range. Got a hit. 14/16.
Yeah, and meanwhile Etchy
Oh,
he's
was not paying
stalling out
attention.
Sun, it looks like. Oh, and yeah, you were confused again. So Groudon can take advantage of getting swaggered plus a sword stance, you're immediately at +3. And then you can just in some cases you can just go tank hits, but because its attack's so low, he's got to go to +5.
Orbless.
All right.
Orbless?
Here we go.
But
All
now we're
right.
on Glacia, the ice-type gym
Explain
leader.
sheer cold for the fans.
All right, Sheer Cold is a one-hit KO move. Unlike in Gen 1, you can't just use an X accuracy to make it guaranteed to hit. But the enemy doesn't matter. It doesn't matter for the enemy because the enemy might try to use Sheer Cold, and it has a 34% chance to hit and kill and end your run.
My last 3 runs that got
In a
this
row.
far in a row have died on this fight
We don't have an exact percentage
Because-
of when it uses Sheer Cold.
when I'm running.
Yeah, this is a
very high.
May specific problem.
And it was first turn. It doesn't have to always use it.
You set up on the Wailerin, right?
You have to. Unless you do
Because-
this, I could do the slow strat Orbless, but it
So,
sucks.
so the lead Pokemon can use Light Screen, but we don't want that to happen. So we
It's very slow
we
to
get
set up
rid
on the
of
lead.
the. How do I
You
say
do
this?
if you're really, really slow.
So yeah, the last time May did this in a marathon run, she did get it first turn. There's no way that happens again.
yeah?
No way we get Sheer Cold.
There's
That would
no
make for
chance.
that would make for a darn close race though. Pretty spicy.
I'm hearing the crowd wants to see it, but miss.
I'm hearing May's unhappy.
Miss!
Boy.
That is toxic.
Miss.
Oh.
Miss.
They are cheering on the
There's
sheer
no
cold.
chance. There's no
Here's
way.
the wall rain.
Let's see. Let's see her.
No way. See, okay.
Okay,
All right,
so
there's the serve.
Surf is ideal.
All right.
Okay, you got serve again.
No, I'm not done.
No. Still
not
setting
over.
up, kids. Still setting up.
Don't
High
paralyze.
slam.
Nice HP.
Etchy
I'm
starting out
scared.
Phoebe. Here we go.
Does this kill though? It's not raining anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh
okay,
my
you're fine.
God.
So.
Fine.
No, she full restores.
Oh no! Oh.
Oh.
Is that still a ring?
It continues.
See, it's fine. It's fine to plan. We're all good.
That is not how you want that fight to go.
I mean, the
Dodging
percentages were
two
technically
sheer
correct.
You did exactly what the crowd wanted, to be honest, to be fair. Meanwhile, on Etchy's side,
That was slower than Blue
you're
Orb,
doing
I bet.
Overheat, right?
What?
You're doing red
Yeah.
orb overheat. So he just has to hit overheat turn 1, and the fight is fine. He's also going to use Primal Groudon here. So he gets his special attack's going to go way up. He's now a fire type. The sun's going to be out. He's going to use overheat and KO the Dusclops right off the bat. And the reason to do this is the Dusclops likes to use the move Curse, which can be a bit problematic. It's also very slow.
And
If
the
you don't do it,
overheat
you
miss.
You
The
missed
double
twice.
miss. Wow.
I think you might just want to reset that. Or, yeah, just switch out.
This is why I'm not a fan.
So,
This is why I have this.
getting
Overheat straps.
curse when you're red orbed is very bad.
Honestly, this fight is awful no matter what strats you use. It's
Yeah, it's
like picking
DB is
between
the
bad
really
and
bad
worse.
fight for Omega Ruby, and Glacia is the really bad fight for Alpha Sapphire. You gotta pick your poison, I guess.
Wow, that's so strange. That is the weirdest fight.
You guys
That is
both
the
got
weirdest
some
iteration
very
of that
interesting
fight I've
fights.
ever seen. It also took, but it did take the future site. So.
This fight's safe. I'm saving just because I don't want to fight
But
Glacia
now you
if
don't have
something goes
your
wrong.
Steven champion.
I have 2 revives still.
Oh, okay. All right.
I have
well,
3 revives.
All right, you're fine. Then you're fine now.
I really should have saved for this fight. I'm glad that I had the backup. Oh my gosh.
Meanwhile, May is now on Drake, the Dragon type gym leader. This should actually be your easiest.
It is.
or
This
easiest
fight's
Elite
this
Four
fight's
member
super easy. This
because
fight and
you have Ice Beam.
this fight and Phoebe are really easy.
We just needed the sheer cold hype, honestly.
Even though Flygon is 4 times weak to ice, we're not going to use Ice Beam because we don't need it. That's how easy this fight is.
Yeah. You can just use Surf still.
Wait, can we get the Flygon plush?
Yeah, where's the Flygon plush? It's behind you.
Flygon behind you.
Flygon.
Flygon. Yeah, let's go. Oh.
I'm already well prepared.
You got the Metagross, I got the Flygon. Incoming.
This Metagross plush is seriously like S tier. This
It's
is
very
an
good.
S
I love
tier
that. I
plush.
love Metagross.
It's so good.
I think I did an extra Swords Dance than I was needed to. I was just confused because of how bad my attack is.
Here's Flygon.
But I didn't die, so it's okay.
So
can
Etchy,
I get your best
Etchy
Flygon
on
fight?
the Glacia fight is
Oh,
now,
God.
you don't even have to save for it. It is literally free. And it's
Fine.
because I got sheer colded twice in a row on Omega Ruby, and we had to redo the strat to make it guaranteed safe. So he's
Yeah,
just
that
going,
sounds nice.
he's going to Red Orb, set up, and the Glalie is just going to want to use Hail, but since it's Desolate Land, it's not going to work. So we literally can't die, and we sweep.
So this last turn on the Kingdra, it's going to want to use Yawn for whatever reason, which makes,
No sense.
I don't know why it does,
The
but
AI is weird in this game, both games.
it gives us a turn to kill it, so no complaints. We just have to outspeed it.
Yeah.
And that is
Your turn.
the second to last fight.
Oh yeah, we should trade. One left, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
I got the whole fight behind me.
So so when the E4 got rerouted like years
Oh, yeah, I forgot he
ago
moves.
for Omega Ruby, we still used to X speed on the Wailerin, and it used to just never even go for sheer cold until it kept going for it on me, and I kept dying to it, and I was like, why does this keep happening to me? And I think Etiquette apologized to me like so many times. I'm like, it's not your fault. He's like, no, it is my fault. I didn't rewrite the notes correctly. So now we just X speed turn 1 because it's literally no threat. So we
Yeah.
cannot get sheer colded on this version of the fight.
God, I
Like,
wish
for
that
you.
was me.
I know.
That's so
I
unfortunate.
sacrificed by losing 2 PVs in a row.
Fun fact, I'm
To
also
make it
supposed
this
to be
better for
level 50
everybody.
here, and I'm not.
I've also lose
But I will
2
level
BPs
up
in a
here.
row to it.
Oh, that's, yeah. That just means you have to Earthquake instead of Smackdown.
Good luck, man.
Thank you. This fight's actually, not that bad. You can die to crits. Actually, my PB lives this fight on 1 health. Power of love, baby.
Power of love.
And
As
our
if
fight's
that's
gonna
a
play
thing.
out differently than my fight.
Yeah.
Because I have the Marsh Stomp.
I do lead with Ice Beam, even though I'm going to set up on Skarmory, because Skarmory has Sturdy.
Yeah, Skarmory is Sturdy, Steel Wing, and Toxic.
Sturdy's not a move.
Well, Sturdy is the ability,
Yeah.
but Steel Wing and Toxic are the
It's the
moves.
5th move.
That's
Spikes.
just the important
And spikes
information
as well.
that you need to know.
Nah, don't kill me. Okay. I keep thinking SmackDown's in the 4th
Isn't that
slot.
Aerial Ace or something like that? Yeah, it's Aerial Ace.
Love to see that.
I've never seen Aerial Ace.
Love
Really?
to see
It's
that.
Aerial Ace constantly.
Wow. Back-to-back aerial aces. That's fantastic.
It's not that weird. It always Aerial Aces me.
Well, usually the annoying thing is when it uses Toxic and you have to full restore.
Pretty much always do.
Yeah, the moment you get hit by it.
The worst is if he Toxics turn 1, you usually have to heal before you're fully set up, so it gets one
That's
more
rough.
chance to use it again, and then you have to full restore again.
Unfortunately, there's so much setup in this fight that we don't really get to manage the rain.
Alright, I'm also done with Primal Groudon now. I'm gonna go and throw on the Silk Scarf because we actually just need that normal damage more than anything else.
Steven also has 2 full restores, if I remember correctly.
And then, yeah, meanwhile on the Omega Ruby Drake fights, Cotton Guard is annoying from the Altaria, but your attack is so bad you have to go to
good
+6
dodge.
anyways, so...
Should have been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Wait,
fight's
it don't
very
matter?
easy.
You have a... Yours is not complicated.
No, yeah, my only option is literally to go to +6 and use 3 Sword Dances, that's it.
And the Salamence is actually the fastest Pokemon that we face in the entire any percent portion of the game. So unless you have like max speed or near, you have to X speed anyways.
Yeah.
And now,
Where's
after
our-
this, only one more left. Mega Metagross. I love Metagross. Oh my god.
Wait, don't we? Oh, yeah, we have one. Yeah, I was gonna say. Make it pose it like a Mega.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you have
yeah.
to do the Mega Pose.
Wow, I am Mega Metagross. Pew, 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 pew. Wow. Yeah, let's go.
That is
Ah.
Pokemon Alpha Sapphire for the Nintendo 3DS.
So time's coming up, right?
Time will be after the, like, you are the champion, congrats. Then it'll fade
We
to
didn't
black.
talk about it yet. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I can talk about
for
it.
Marathon, yeah, you talk about it, Josh. You
So,
good info.
in on the official any percent leaderboard, we actually do include. There's one more fight after the credits. That
It's a rival fight.
it's a rival fight, and
but the
then
game doesn't say the end.
the game
until
doesn't
that
say the
fight.
end until after that fight. So we do include that, even though normally we would just lose to that fight on purpose because it's optimal to lose. But since it's a marathon, we're not going to sit through the credits for 10 minutes.
Because the credits are legit 10
They are
minutes
10
long and
minutes.
they are unskippable.
You can't
You've
skip
beaten
it.
the champion. You're done, except
Yes.
for literally clicking "Please kill me."
You click
to
Calm
press 5.
Mind like
As many times
6
as you
times,
need
7 times, whatever.
And this is
But
the whole
don't say
reason.
1,000.
This is why I'm bringing in the Marshtomp, and you wouldn't do it normally at any percent. Is you lose time trying to kill the Marshtomp as well on that last Brendan fight.
So yeah, when the fade to black after this will be time for the sake of this
Give us the Mega
marathon.
Mantine cry.
I can't do it.
Oh, well, you tried. That was good.
It was like, "Ree!" And time. Congrats.
The victory, Kyogre, is yours.
That's not a horrible time for a marathon where
No,
I had
not
to
at
fly
all.
back because I had to name things twice.
And dying.
And not twice.
And dying twice.
That's okay.
Yeah, but did you have to bike across the continent twice?
I did not.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint.
Cringe.
I know.
Actually, you hitting that
Oh,
optional was.
That's cringe.
Stop it, stop it, stop it. It hurts.
I think if you hit, I think you probably win if you don't hit the option.
So yeah, Etchy's champion
After
fight
I-
is not particularly
After I died to
complicated.
Sydney.
It's the same thing. It's like Toxic is annoying. We have to set up the +6 anyways because your attack stinks.
But yeah, this is gonna play out pretty differently on the Skarmory. What should happen is he just doesn't go for Toxic or delays it as much as possible. Ideally, we just don't see it. He's gonna lean towards doing setup that he only does because I have an extra Pokemon in my party.
I've literally never seen Steven use spikes.
Yeah, you're gonna see it now.
Even with 2 Pokemon in my party. But if you only have 1, he never goes
Yep.
for spikes. But obviously, he's not identifying the threat on the field. He's just like, oh, you have more than 1 Pokemon in your party. I'm going to
Yeah.
set up spikes. And
And
you're like,
that's not like cheating, 'cause
as
we
if I'm
see his
even going
party
to
too.
use
You can
it.
always do it.
Yeah.
I've never seen him use it though. Like either round 1 or round 2. I've like never seen it. Like how I've never seen a plus attack.
It
Groudon.
is
just a
rare.
myth.
It is rare.
But any move that isn't toxic is a good thing.
Yes. Yes.
What's your damages for like, you know, getting crit on like Giga Impact or anything? Are you like in danger
From who?
from the Metagross?
I have Bullet Punch.
Oh yeah.
That's the only thing. Yeah. It's the only threat.
I think the Aggron can use Iron Tail, but that's like the most blind Aggron I've ever seen. It like connects like 40% of the time. I've seen May get hit with Sheer Cold more times than I've seen Iron Tail actually hit me in a run.
Also, how many times I got embargoed?
Your embargo luck is also pretty bad. Toxic turn one's just the worst, not because it's like dangerous, but it's the most annoying.
But here's the spikes.
But you got spikes.
So I won't get hit as much. Fortunately, doesn't matter.
It's also annoying if he gets like a bunch of Steel Wing defense boosts.
I have to hit him first.
Yeah, hit him here. You still live.
I should live.
Toxic.
Outside of crit. Only one spike? What are you doing, dude? Unlucky. But I'm glad I kept Machop anyway, because I would have lost to Phoebe.
Yeah. And actually having the Marshtomp giving that spikes turn instead of getting hit saved you from the potential double toxic.
Yeah,
anyways,
true.
Because you could take that last toxic tick.
Yeah.
So almost free from. So funny enough, if your Groudon has normal attack, which is the 31 IV neutral, the Claydol is a 15 and 16 range. I've missed that one before. It's really annoying because it has Reflect, and your Earthquake PP usage is literally perfect. Like, to the T, that's how many Earthquakes you have, so you cannot waste a single one on any Pokemon at all in the Elite Four. So getting Reflect, you have to basically like, stall it out. But you're at +6 anyways, so...
Yeah, so I don't have to worry about it. And it's also why we have the Silk Scarf over, like, Soft Sand, which you might think would be more useful, but... It's really this is the problem.
Yeah, this is like the exact Pokemon you need that 20% damage boost for. Because if you didn't have Silk Scarf, like, it wouldn't even be a range. You would have to go to +6.
You'd have to go to +6, yeah. Which I guess technically I could have just skipped it, but... Because I was going to go to +6 regardless.
But yeah, you're safe. You'll probably get Bullet Punch, and even if it crits, you don't die.
Yep.
So congrats on finishing 2nd place.
Well, don't say that yet. Don't wait. Bullet Punch super quick.
I've been playing behind this
Okay, now you're good. Now you're good. Yeah. Now we're good. You did it. Can I have my Mudkip? Where's my Mudkip?
Yeah, where's Etchy's Mudkip?
The victory kip.
Etchy.
Etchy.
Yes.
Sheesh.
No, don't ruin the moment.
I don't know anyone here.
Okay, let me finish mashing so we can call time.
I know you, and that's it.
Yeah, we know each other. Yeah,
and that's Thank you.
So what else do you guys do on your Twitch channels? Because I'm
Nothing.
sure we'll see
All
this.
I do is this. No, I do some other Pokemon stuff. Both of us run Let's Go sometimes. Both of us.
I play better games mostly.
No, you don't. You play Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Exactly.
Coming from the guy that says that Heart Gold Soul Silver is a bad game.
I don't know what to talk about.
Rarely I run Hat in Time.
What about you, Josh?
That's true.
Speedrunning content.
Everything
Pokemon.
Anything Pokemon. I do a lot of Pokemon.
Oh, I lose
Randomizers
a little bit of time
and
here
normal.
because of the Marshtomp, but it's not as bad.
What about you, T-Pat?
And I do the newer games. I've run this game, but I'm like really into Let's Go right now.
No. Bye, Mudkip.
Can you like hold them with hold his tail? Yeah.
If you are interested in running this game, it is super accessible. We've done a lot of work to make it.
And
Wait, hold on.
No, it's got to. You have to do
you gotta rotate the whole way around.
6 Pokemon. And time.
So yeah, if you're interested in running this game, we've done a lot of work to make it more accessible.
Yeah.
You can join the 3DS Pokemon Speedrunning Discord, of which Josh is a mod for. Everyone there is super friendly and nice. I highly recommend checking it out.
This is a very accessible Pokemon speedrun, and I highly recommend it. This is my first Pokemon speedrun, and it means a lot to me.
This is my favorite speed game, despite everything about it.
It's an amazing speed game.
Sure?
It is.
Okay.
It is. It's the one I've played the most, by far.
I think Etchy and I are in the Let's Go camp for favorite speed
I
game.
think Let's Go is my favorite Pokemon run. But yeah, just huge thanks to everyone who donated during the run, especially.
Yes.
If there are any more donations we want to do to get to us? No? Okay.
Thank you to Midwest Speed Fest for having us. Thank you to all of our friends for being there to support us. Thank you for our 2 wonderful commentators for commentating for us.
Everyone behind
thanks.
the scenes too, you know, getting the audio
Yep,
issues
yep.
fixed.
Thanks for the whole,
They're
whole
awesome
team.
getting the setup.
Thanks
and
to
running
Etchy for
smooth.
doing this race with
Thanks
me.
to Corvimae.
And thanks to Etchy for making me look good.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
And remember, we got another Pokemon run tomorrow, and
Yes.
Josh is going to be running
Simpsons Hit and Run
tomorrow.
late
So you're
night
going to see
tomorrow.
more
Go check
of
out
us.
that.
It's going to be a party, pretty much all
Okay.
weekend.
Our friend Swoose is running the Barney game.
Oh,
if we hit that,
please
Barney
hit that
hide and
make
seek.
that happen.
If we get to that, make that happen. Keep giving more money to this amazing cause. And
Bye.
bye.
Thank you.